Dum bum 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 bum. Where's my camera? There it is. Haha. Give me one more second before we start. Also, welcome Metalhead, welcome Redfish Gaming, Fly Mango, Cheesy, Bloblover, Blade Mania, Luigi Master, the Yoshi Gang. Welcome everyone. And welcome Spoops at the camera. Oh yeah, right. No, you're in there for me, so I'm looking there. I should look at the camera though, that's true. Alright, before we start, just real quick, I want to check if all the audio stuff is correct. Hi Chris, hi Chris. Hi. Remind me to look over there. I usually don't really stream with the camera, so I'm kind of used to just looking at the screen. Welcome Cinder, welcome. I think I got everyone else already. Nice. Let's quickly check the audio. And I'm just gonna talk over it. So, and you just tell me if it's if the overall audio balance is all right. Stare dead into the camera and don't blink the entire stream. It's to create a bond with your audience. Just for testing purposes. All right, let's test this. This is the song Splatak by Squid Squad. Wow, I've never heard this tune before. Haha. Oh man, I did not expect this part. La 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 la. All right, how was the audio? Was it all right? Was I too loud? Was the music too loud? Was the music too quiet? Or was everything all right? Can you even see me? You can. Okay, I should maybe move the camera a little more over here. That should work. That should do. Alright, I hope it's gonna do. The audio is good. Watch the camera. Sounds fine to me. Yeah. I did not think this through. The camera is here, but the chat is here. Really want to make a video ranking every band from worst to best? That's pretty much what we're doing here now, but we're ranking every song from worst to best. This is going to be one giant tier list, by the way. We're going to look at all the multiplayer tracks from Splatoon, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 3, but I'm putting all of them onto the same tier list. Voice a bit loud over music, but maybe just me. I can slightly turn up the music, maybe. Maybe like 2 decibels or something like that. Or 1.5. Let's do 1.5. Alright, that should be better then, I think. Audio's great, you should scream as loud as you possibly can. No, I will not do that. If anything, turn the music up a bit. Yeah, that's what I did. The only problem is your phone volume is too quiet. Now it's fixed. Okay. Alright, a few more things I want to say. I got a stupid idea now. This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, obviously it's not, but we're gonna look at all the different music tracks from Splatoon first, and only multiplayer tracks. I've made a separate stream about samurai music and single player music all the way back in January before. And once we're done ranking the Splatoon music, we're gonna stream. I'm leaving now? No, wait, you sit there. You. I wish you could like chat messages. Yeah, kind of true. And once we're done with Splatoon, we're gonna listen to Splatoon 2 stuff and Splatoon 3 stuff. I will include Splatfest music, but obviously only Splatfest battle tunes. I will not include samurai music, simply because I've done that in a previous stream already. Like I said, same with single player music. Same with single player music. And I also don't just want to say, I like this song, so it's X rank. I don't like this song, so it's C. But instead, I want to look at how creative is, or how much do I like a tune? I mean, music always is subjective. Even if you pretend not to be, it always is subjective. It's always a matter of opinion. How much do I like it? how often can I listen to it on repeat without it getting boring or annoying or anything like that? Shipwrecking is going to be fun. Also, just in general, how creative is it, and how much does it fit into where it plays? Fish stick jingle S plus tier. Oh yeah, and the final thing is, I will use all the different tiers. So if I put something on C tier, it doesn't mean that I absolutely hate it and it should be forgotten, eaten, burned, and locked away forever. I just want to use the entire tier list. So if we're being completely honest, there really isn't really that much Splatoon music that deserves to be below S or maybe A rank, to be honest. But like I said, I will use all the different tiers. And we're gonna start with this Splatoon 1. Obviously, I'm gonna ask you for your opinions as well, because I'm curious, of course. I don't just want to tell you my opinion. I want to hear your opinions too. Let's start with, obviously, Splatak, the main theme of the original Splatoon. Let's go. I mean, if you haven't heard of this tune before, then why are you here? Tower jingle. The tower jingle is pretty nice, actually. Da 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 da, bam bam boom. This is really the tune that started it all, and I mean, I've made a huge. I think my longest video I've made so far was actually about Splatak. If you haven't watched that yet, I made a video about Splatak, all the different versions of Splatak. Nostalgia, oh, absolutely. I'm gonna ask you all already, where would you put this? Do you think this is like B tier, S plus? Do you hate it? C tier, X tier maybe even because it's such a classic? What do you think? You just got a bass and this is the first thing you learned? That's awesome. This Splatoon 1 music especially is super fun on bass. Everything is C tier because it sounds too much like Squid music. There's something crawling on my ceiling. Spoops, is that you? Nah, just kidding. Just awesome, right? You think you were hearing this track in the trailer and it just sold you instantly? I can see that, to be honest. How far you've been found? Everything is C tier. Oh my goodness, that is a horrible pun. I kind of love it, to be honest. Solid A or high B for you, maybe. That is interesting. S, A, S plus. A, a lot of A's. The chords in the last section are beautiful. They really are. In this na da 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 da. This section, right? Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Where do we even have it? I should have probably sorted this. Splatak. For me, this is a pretty easy one, actually. Whenever this tune played in Splatoon 1, I was getting so hyped. And while I do love a lot of the other songs too, it's pretty hard to top this. There is gonna be one, at least I think, that I'd put higher than this one. At least if we're talking about the Squid Squad tunes from Splatoon 1, but in my honest opinion, if we don't give this tune S+, then something is probably wrong with us. I've heard this tune for so many years now. So many years. And I'm just not getting tired of it at all, personally. So it's also, it might not seem that creative if you just listen to it, but if you take it apart, so many other tunes in the franchise, if not entire bands, are clearly inspired by not just this band, but this song in particular. Tritones, weird intervals that you just wouldn't expect. So I don't really want to put this into X tier simply because there are a lot of other tunes that I think are just much more interesting, but for now I'm just gonna give it an S+. Do you agree? Do you disagree? A is good, leaving S for the Octo version. It's a great introduction to what game you're about to play. It is, to be honest. It is. It's a good song and super iconic, yep. Alright, what is the next song? Ink or Sink? If you're playing bass or guitar, I mean, they're almost playing the same thing. This song is a lot of fun to play. When do we When do we rank Hip Campus and Zebrafish songs? I'm not going to rank my own songs today. So far I'm seeing A and X, S+, S. Call and response is always super good. The song is fairly short. Call and response in general is it's not even underrated, to be honest. It's used quite a lot, but for a good reason. It's really good. You never heard this before? This is a certified vibe. Oh yeah. Also, one thing I think I mentioned that I didn't mention for the previous song. I also want to check how well did it actually fit into the game it's from. So this is going to become relevant in Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 especially. You love Squid Squad vocals? I do too, to be honest. Another S for you? You like this song more than Splatak personally? Hey Frizz, welcome to the stream. So yeah, what do you say? I've seen the lowest I've seen is A, I think. Lowest I've seen is A. And I do not know. I did not actually look at the order in which the songs are going to appear in this video that I have here right now. And one person in chat has something that is pretty much exactly my personal opinion on the song too, which is kind of interesting, seeing that. Ink or Sink. And that person is actually... Where did I see that? Bloblover. I'd put this higher than Splatak, but not X. That's exactly my opinion too. It's a very unusual riff. Da 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 da. Even if you know nothing about, or even if you don't know much about music theory whatsoever, you probably hear that da 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 da. It's kind of weird, right? Weird, but weird in a good way, I'd say. I also got to be careful not to put too many songs into S+, just because of space reasons. But I mean, we're starting with two of my favorite songs from Splatoon 1, so that's kind of fair, I think. You can't be here the whole stream because you're in school? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, this stream is gonna take like 3 hours probably, to be honest. Like an hour per game, that's my assumption, roughly. Splatoon 1 didn't have that many multiplayer tracks, so we should be through those songs fairly quickly. Splatoon 2 had quite a bunch, though. So yeah, what do you say? S+, S+? That's exactly what I'm thinking too. It sounds very Splatoon. It does. Alright, I assume, judging from this video, this is probably ordered by bands. So yeah, the next one is Seascape. Oh. Seascape. It took me ages to realize that this is a pun on ska. It's embarrassing how long this took me to realize that connection. in your opinion, C tier in this is basically really good and X is literal perfection, pretty much. I mean, I think there's only really like 2 songs or something like that in the entire series where I'm like... and I will most likely put them into C or low B tier or something like that. You love Splatoon? The bass, look, listen to the bass. You think this one is your favorite? I've once made a remix of this tune, so I do like it. It doesn't really give you the vibes of every other Squid Squad song. It's the weakest Squid Squad song in your opinion. That's an interesting take. This is an A for you. Also, I'm pretty sure that the longer the stream is gonna go, I might have to do some adjustments here and there, just because if you've noticed it right now, I put the first 2 songs into S+ tier, and we have to listen to like almost 50 tunes or something like that, so I don't want to put everything into S+, obviously. But yeah, this song might not... The first half of the section might not be that unique or creative, I'd say personally. But we're gonna listen to it again. This part that's coming up here now is so great, this. I like to call this offbeat, this song. When you're playing this on guitar, all the hits are on up strokes. Or almost all of them. You know every song so far is an S+, but you love this song. I'll rank alongside you, actually, this sounds fun. Oh yeah, by the way, if you also want to make your own rank, I've put the link to the tier list I'm using into the description of the stream, so feel free to make your own tier list on the side if you want. But yeah, this is actually... The tier list should start from A at the bottom. Yeah, it should, like I said, but I do want to use all the different tiers that are available. And putting something into C tier doesn't mean that I hate it at all. Obviously. So... I kind of feel like I have to apologize, but... I have to apologize, but I think I have to put this one into S+ tier as well. Either that... this is a difficult one, though. I mean, like I said, I might do some adjustments and put some of the songs a rank lower later if necessary. You hope you don't see songs getting ranked in here? Oh, yes, you do. But I personally like Seascape. I don't think I like it more than Ink or Sync, though. Simply because Ink or Sync is like is a banger from front or from beginning to end. Seascape is really nice, but I think just for now I might actually give this... this is difficult. I'm gonna put this into high S tier for now. And now that I think about it, I think I actually want to make a change already. I think I want to put this into S+, and I'm gonna put Splatfest into high S tier. I think that kind of makes more sense. I think if I want to listen to any of those 3 songs, I would probably prefer Seascape over Splatfest personally. Difficult. If it hasn't been obvious already, I do like Squid Squad pretty much, so difficult. A minus, A plus. Oh no, we're not doing that many different tiers. That would be crazy. Seascape is carried by the end pretty much. It's definitely the lowest so far. I can see that. The tier list should just be S plus. I mean, in that case, we could just end the stream now. You would do the same. All right, the next song. I think there's more Squid Squad in the original, right? Yeah, they had a lot of songs in that game. The next one is called Crackin' Up. Crackin' Up? They all have very similar vibes, right? This one is literally X. One person says X. X tier, X tier. Lowest so far, probably C, to be honest. The voice reminds you of the stereotypical Irish or Scottish person? Interesting. This one is a solid S+ because the vocals work super well with the melody. To be honest, I'd say the vocals are definitely the best part about this tune. Especially in the second half of this tune. I mean, in the first half of this tune. The second half is also pretty awesome, but there's something about the first half. It's probably the melody itself, which is just super catchy. X, S+, S+, SS. You retract your negative opinion that middle part is powerful. If you think cracking up a C, you're out of your mind. B. It's interesting that we're seeing pretty much everything so far. A to S, A+ to S. Kraken Up gets a bonus point for having a really weird kind of rhythm to it, and overall, I have to admit though that if I listen to this tune too often while playing matches, it kind of gets a little boring, simply because there's really not much going on. It's most of the song is really just this one riff, and that's it. So at least for now. And just to reiterate, even if I put something into S, A, B, or whatever, they are not bad by any means. They are still bangers. I mean, this is better, obviously better than stuff that I'm writing. This is AAA game, so obviously. Where is it though? Well, at least for now, I think I'll have to put this into. This is difficult. Probably low S tier is where I would put it. Low S or high A, personally. I think the others are all a little more, just a little more interesting harmonically, maybe. Most of the song is really just that's pretty much the entire song, excluding the da 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 second half, but that's also kind of repetitive. So the more I think about it, I think I might actually put this into high A tier for now. Simply because, like I said, I want to use this entire tier list, and even if something's an A, it's definitely not bad by any means whatsoever. Good place. And I'm pretty sure a few placements will change in the future. Another song by Squid Squad, I think. Metallopod or Metallopod? Actually, not sure how to pronounce this. This song always felt to me like it wants to be metal, obviously. I mean, listen to the name, but it's holding itself back like really hard. It wants to explode, but it doesn't. And this sounds more like a Despair song to me personally than a Squid Squad song. But this bar is awesome. Da 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 da. Lydian. Da 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 da. Middle of part. Weakest one, strongest one. You hate this song? Oh my. This is kind of controversial. That's interesting. This one is causing a massive divide. Do you love it though? Metalopod is very polarizing. That's D tier. B tier. I think I've seen everything excluding S tier. I mean, they are trying to sound like metal, and metal riffs are often very deep on the guitar and actually not that difficult. This is mostly just two notes. Da-da-dum, ba-da-bum. It's like so unique. It's probably the most unique song though. And like I said, the vocals especially, I mean, this is giving me, if someone told me that this is by Despair, I would just say, yeah, I hear it. This is by Despair from Splatoon 2. It sounds just like them, or very, very close to their stuff. Now, let me actually scroll up. Oops. I think personally, but I need to scroll down again to get the song. I think I want to put this. I'm gonna put this below Splatak. I can get why some people probably don't like it that much because of how. I mean, this song is trying to be really edgy, weird, and edgy. I'm gonna say edgy again because it really wants to be edgy. It's holding itself back a little. The second half is really awesome though. Though if I had to choose, I would definitely listen to Splatak over Metalopod. So I'm gonna put it into low S tier for now. I don't think it deserves less than that personally. Econ's sang it, you think? Oh yeah, that's the same singer as in Despair, right? It showed that there can be real variation in the original soundtrack. That's true. It's not horrible, but it's giving my mom dropped me off at Hot Topic instead of True Metal. Yeah, like I said, it's holding itself back a little, right? Like it's like it's really hard to put into words actually. Metal for children. That's how I would probably put it. All right, what is the next song? The next song is, oh yeah, I'm also going to include this song, of course. Now or Never. Now or Never. Scow! This is so great, to be honest. I love how it never actually reaches its climax, this tune. Da 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 da. Then it just stops. You would expect da, so that it actually ends, but nope. It's a very nice chord progression. The song is also written in a scale which is called Lydian. If you know a little bit about music theory, or even if you don't, look that up. Writing music in Lydian is so... I almost swore here. It's so great. So yeah, I gotta be honest, this is probably a no-brainer. I mean, obviously this is my opinion, but if the original Now or Never is not in X tier, we might as well end the stream now. This is a little bit of a spoiler for the stream later, but this is by far the best version of Now or Never in all three games. I'm not saying that the others are like worse whatsoever, but it's just you couldn't have written anything that's better, to be honest. It's just so great. What I especially love about this, let's actually listen to the beginning of this tune again. You're gonna I just want to point this out. One thing that bugs me about all the other Now or Never versions, personally, all the others They use the same kind of chords, the same scale, Lydian scale. I think, not sure if all of them do, but I think most of them do. The instrumentation is fairly similarly. They vary a little rhythmically, but it's the combination of the vocals and the drummer, who for some reason is going completely nuts on this original version, which makes this an easy X rank to me. Let's listen to this part here again. Listen to the drums. This is the only version of Now or Never that actually makes me feel like, holy shit, I have to hurry up. And that's exactly what this tune is supposed to do in you. Right? It's just so freaking good. So yeah, this is an obvious X tier for me, personally. Alright, I'm surprised that they had so many songs in the original. It was almost exclusively Squid Squad, right? The next song is Shelfie by Chirpy Chips. You like the yeah in this version? Yeah, same. We're gonna listen to that again later. I'm seeing a lot of X and S. S+. This is your go-to jukebox song. Shelfie is one of the best Chirpy Chips songs in my opinion. I can't even quite explain why. It just has the right amount of energy to it, which is perfect for Splatoon 1. So yeah, what do you say? I'm seeing mostly S+ in chat. Shelfie. I mean, out of all the bands in the game, I think Chirpy Chips is probably one of the most overrated ones. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I don't think I can put this song into X. Personally, even though I really like it, it's one of my favorite Chirpy Chips tunes, but I think I would probably put it at high S tier for now. Maybe actually in here. I think that makes more sense. Splatak is just a little more interesting, I think, than Shelfie. Chirpy Chips in general is so good. I kind of disagree. It really depends on their songs. I think they have some really good songs, and they also have a few songs that could be better. But I think giving can you even see it? What we have so far? Yeah, I'm putting this into mid S tier for now. But so far, I mean, we're almost through the entire Splatoon 1 soundtrack already, and so far nothing is on B and C. So that's great, I think, right? Splatoon 1 had really nice music. You love Chirpy Chips, but it's not X. Your only problem with Chirpy Chips is because of the 8-bit, but it's kind of hard to differentiate the songs. I mean, that's kind of their signature sound though, right? It's hard rock or melodic rock, more like melodic rock mixed with chiptune. I keep looking at the chat. I wanted to look at camera. I'm not used to that at all. They should bring back High Tide Era. Oh yeah. That band is also still missing. You really like chiptune, yeah, that's fair to be honest. Chiptune is awesome. Alright, the next one should be another one by Chirpy Chips. So help me if you hate on Blitz, I will report the stream. You will see what I'm gonna do with Blitz. Let's set this X plus 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 plus. You gotta go, bye. Thanks for hanging out and maybe see you later, or yeah, this one is a lot better. This is also S plus, man, Splatoon 1 had such good music, it did, yeah. Splatoon 1 was just really, really awesome. Chris keeping us in suspense, yeah. If you'd like to see where I'm gonna rank Blitz it, stay here for probably another, I don't know, 40 minutes? I don't know when we're gonna get to that. You and me are gonna be together. It sounds the most like actual lyrics, I'd say, yeah. I don't know, man, this isn't doing it for me. It sounds like, again, with those call and responses, perfect song. Every song should just be this. Splatoon 2 Now Never is so ass. I mean, I already put Splatoon 1 Now Never on X tier, so you can guess that I'm gonna rank the other ones lower. Or at least most of them. We will see. So yeah, Personally, this might be probably one of the first controversial opinions in here, but I think this song is extremely forgettable, personally. Like, sure, it has those rock elements, it has the chiptunes element that make Chirpy Chips. But when I think of Chirpy Chips, I think this is always the last... I sometimes even forget that the song even exists, because I keep thinking about other songs first, and it also feels a little... I don't know, it just feels a little too boring for Splatoon 1. The other ones are also frantic, crazy, and dirty sounding, and this is just like, you and me are gonna be together, and I'm just like, I'm not so sure about that personally, so... This is gonna be our first beat here for today. Heart just broke, but you respect it. I mean, you shouldn't forget that music and art is always subjective. Always. Betrayal, slander, shock, horror, blocked, reported, uninvited from my sweet 16. My mom is calling your mom. Blowing up the sun, okay. You don't have to kill everyone for that. Stealing your bones? You're offended now? Can't believe Christoph Jakob has betrayed me like this. You're gonna get to big betrayal later, unless this counts as the actual big betrayal already. Yeah, I just think there's not really much to the song. Personally. What did I do? Alright, maybe the ranking will change later, but like I said, my main issue with the song is it's not annoying or anything like that, I just find it really boring. It doesn't give me those, oh yeah, I'm gonna storm in and destroy my enemies now vibes, but it sounds more like I'm approaching my enemies and I'm asking them out on a date. Something like that, and I mean, it's kind of not really that fitting in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, opinion. Looks like we have 3 more songs from Splatoon 1. The next one is Hooked, by a band called High Tide Era. Woo! Woo! I love this sound. Woo! I'm gonna ask them out on a date. That is not your battle strategy. It depends on who I'm playing with. Nah. Every Splatoon song has its fans, so any of you rank in B or low will get backlash. I mean, that's kind of true. I can already predict that there will be at least 2, if not 3 songs that I will probably rank higher than most of you think. That piano star is so hilarious. It literally sounds like someone is just closing their eyes and going... This too, they had so much fun. Just play whatever. It's definitely distinct from Squid Squad, I'd say. This song is a solid B. It's just not hitting where it's supposed to hit. Not bad, but yeah. High tide era vocals are interesting. They are, and to be honest, Yoko and the Gold Bazookas actually have very similar vocals. Just in the case of Yoko and the Gold Bazookas, they are much more quiet for some reason, which is a little sad. Yeah, where do we put this? It definitely gets major points for being creative and fucked up. Because that's pretty much what it is. Do I prefer... Wait, you can't see that. Do I prefer that over some of the songs in here, though? That's a good question, actually. Where even is the song? Hooked. I would personally probably put it at mid or low A tier, personally. Which means not bad by any means, but also not that good that I think, oh, I need to listen to this again and again and again. Thinking about it, though, let's listen to the second song first, and then we're gonna check again. I think that makes more sense if we have a direct comparison between two of their songs, and then we can decide which one is objectively better, and by that I mean which one I personally like more. Okay, this next one is called Sucker Punch. Right off the bat, this is rhythmically very interesting. Love Sucker Punch? I'm sorry. I mean, that's perfectly fair. Better than crocking up. It's such a weird music genre. It's like jazz that's not jazz, while at the same time sounding a little bit like blues without actually being blues. You're a sucker for this one? Almost mid, solid AA. Sucker Punch is the GOAT. Rip Entry fans unite. I'm a Rip Entry fan, I have to admit that. Yeah, this part was awesome, right? So yeah, I would personally say it's like jazz but better. It depends on the kind of jazz, but I know what you're trying to say. Really awesome though, right? I don't remember the exact video in which I said that, but this band has quite some similarities to Damp Socks featuring Off the Hook, with the difference that I think that this is way more unique in a way. Even though the other might be musically more interesting, maybe this is just kind of better. Oh no, you're just a jazz hater? That's fair, I guess. So yeah, personally, I think this song is awesome, to be honest. Boom, 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 boom. So I would definitely put it higher than Hooked. I will also put it higher than A rank personally. Wait, what? I put Splat in B. Yeah, the main reason I put Splat into B is, while I think Chirpy Chips is pretty awesome, I think this is the most forgettable song, personally. But yeah, Sucker Punch is probably S+ tier for me personally. I don't think I prefer it over Seascape or Ink or Sink. Nah. I don't know, to be honest. I really like it though. It's one of my favorites, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it into S+. This one is carried by the chorus. Jazz is radical. S+, S+, S+. You have played Splatoon 1 more than 2, and you'd rather listen to Incoming over Splattack. That's interesting. You just came here to say you go to bed. Have a good night. And you put Hooked in A. Yes, I did. Hooked is nice, but yeah, that's about it. It's nice. I think it's nice. S plus, S plus, S plus. Like I said, I mean, some of the, even though it's in low S plus now, it could be that there are like 7 more songs there later and it's suddenly high S plus. We will see. We have one more song to go, which is called Ink Me Up from Splatoon 1. For those who didn't know, this was pretty much the only Splatfest song in Splatoon 1. I think. I wasn't into Splatoon back then, so I never played Splatfest in the original Splatoon. It sounds old. XXX, so many X's. We're doing Splatfest music too, yeah. That's just like 7 or 8 more songs overall, I think. But obviously only the battle tunes, not all the other songs that are that play in the lobby whatsoever or plaza. Are we doing the Table Turf? We're not. Table Turf, nope, and also not Salmon Run. I believe that is true. Definitely high tier. B, to be honest, every deep cut song is way better. I love how some of the songs seem to be super controversial. This part is awesome though, you gotta admit that. This 8-bit kind of bass is very, very out there. Chris, did you know that the Table Turf battle theme has parts of clickbait in it? I did, and I think I mentioned that in my clickbait video, even though that is so old, that video. I didn't even have a proper camera back then, so... You're the strongest deep cut soldier. I disagree, but respect you. Okay, this song was called Ink Me Up. Where is it? Where is it on my list? Ink Me Up. It's down here. I forgot to put it up. I gotta check. You can't even see what I put in X tier. Whoops. Just yell at me if I forgot about that sometimes. It looks a little different here on my screen. So Ink Me Up, knowing what kind of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 Splatfest tunes are gonna come, I think this is probably the most good song out of all of them. So I would probably put it at middle A tier, personally. Like, it's a great song. And sadly, there's not really much else I can say about it, I think. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep in mind that we also have to put Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 Splatfest tracks in there. And just without listening to them again, I know from memory that there are a lot of songs that I prefer over the original thing. So more like Ink Me Up. Yeah, I think this is just it lacks a little bit of that Splatfest vibe stuff to me personally. You barely remember anything except the intro. So you have committed some serious war crimes. I mean, at least not a single song is in C tier. We're done with Splatoon 1 now, and not a single song is in C tier. And only one song is in B tier. So that only means that, like I said at the beginning of the stream, just because something is in C or B or A does not make it off with his head. Does not make it bad by any means. I love this song personally, but there are just a lot of other songs that I would prefer over this personally. My dad, Mr. Chris, is gonna give you a pay cut. Cut off my head? No. That's everything from Splatoon 1. Yeah, that's everything. I said Splatoon 1 didn't have that much music. So, we're gonna continue. I need to update this. Ta-da! We're gonna listen to you, sir. You go a little more to the left. I don't want you on top of my image. We're gonna listen to Splatoon 2 music now. But yeah, so far I think I'm happy. Maybe, like I said, I'm gonna switch a few songs around. Again, we will see. Alright, our next song is called Incoming. A lot of people hate on Ink Theory. I mean, a lot of people hate on a lot of bands, to be honest. Ink Theory, Wet Floor, Squid Squad, Seaside, or Bottom Feeders, Despair. Pretty much every band. Midcoming. Now, that's one thing I want to say about this song already. This song is getting entirely carried by the bass. The bass is by far the best thing about the song. Incoming is probably your least favorite of all of Wet Floor. Oh man, I think I'm gonna get decapitated again. Potentially. So yeah. I think this is the first time. Where is it actually? Where is it down here? Oh, front line. People are probably going to hate me, but this is gonna be our first C tier. You know that I'm a huge fan of Wet Floor, and I love all their songs, excluding this one. Splatak is such a fantastic main theme. Clickbait is such a fantastic main theme. And Incoming is just there, I guess. Like, whenever there are at least 2 or 3 other songs in Splatoon 2, I'd say, that just feel way more like an actual main theme to me. It doesn't have that similar thing to what I said about Hooked earlier. It doesn't, or not Hooked, similar to what I said about Split and Splat earlier. Split and Splat. I can't speak sometimes. It's just nothing for me, which is weird to hear probably because I've said in one of my videos just how much of a Wet Floor fan I am. So I can already tell that all the other Wet Floor stands are gonna be ranked higher than this one. This song is just so boring. You cannot possibly agree. I mean, that's fair, to be honest. It's music is always a matter of opinion, but it's just so boring, especially for a main theme. A main theme just needs to hit more or do something special, and this sounds like a generic pop song to me personally. So I'm sorry about that, but this is going to be our first C tier for today. All right, our next song. This is going to be Rip Entry. I can already say Wet Floor also had a lot of songs in Splatoon 2. Don't you dare compare Split and Splat to Incoming. Once again, I can say the same thing I said about Incoming for this song. This song is getting hard carried by the bass. Listen to the bass. Whoever is playing bass on all those Wet Floor songs, I want an autograph. You got here a bit late, but Metalopod over Kraken Up is a sin to Splatoon. The drums are so funky. They were the main band of 2, so yeah, makes sense, yeah. I mean, I played Splatoon 2 so much. Yeah, I remember in one of my videos I said I can't remember if Wet Floor had synths in it, and I mean, this song is mainly synths. So yeah, there's one thing I want to say before I put this into a tier, and the thing is, I've made an Omega 3 version of Rip Entry all the way back in January. I've made a 16-bit remix of Rip Entry in like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. So yeah, it probably shouldn't come as a surprise that this is so far my favorite song we've listened to. It's kind of funny that Rip Entry is currently the highest ranking one, and Incoming is all the way down at the bottom, but it's just how it is. Rip Entry is just so fucking good. To be honest, it's just... This should have been the main theme. They probably would have needed to rewrite it a little so that it actually sounds like a main theme. It doesn't really sound that much like a main theme, but it gives off such strong Splatoon vibes. This is exactly the song I think of when I think of Splatoon vibes. But hey, that's just a theory. You can't wait for Ink Theory? The minimal approach to the chorus works. It kinda does, yeah. I just got here, but I disagree with Incoming being C tier and boring. I feel it's a perfect and worthy successor to Squid Squad Splatag. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, if something is in C or B tier or something like that, it doesn't mean that I hate it. So I just want to make sure that I fit all those 48, or I don't know the exact number, 48 songs into the entire tier list. So I will put stuff into C and B as well. But yeah, Rip Entry is just so fucking good. I'm just so sorry. I'm sorry for saying that, but I forgot. Not only have I done 2 remixes of the song, I also covered the song on bass once, back when I had a little TikTok phase, but I'm not using that site anymore. Yeah, Rip Entry is just one of the best songs in the series, in my opinion. Alright, the next song is called Undertow. Spillway. Also, I feel like I have to say the same thing again. This song is getting hard carried by the bass. Just the intro alone was like, woo! Rip Entry is definitely first place as of right now, yeah. I agree. Chris, stop swearing, you're gonna lose your Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Who started this joke even? I mean, I'm doing it myself now too, but... This part always reminds me of Super Paper Mario. I don't know how many of you played it. Flip side. I was gonna make my own tier list, but I would just put everything in X. That would also be fair, to be honest. Something I loved from Splatoon 2 was that the bass was super notable. Yeah, to be honest, that's probably one of the main reasons why I like Wet Floor so much overall. So yeah, it probably doesn't come surprising to you. Doesn't come... I said stop. Doesn't come as a surprise if I put this lower than Rip Entry and higher than Incoming. I mean, it's between high C and low X tier for me. Now, personally, my favorite part about the song might actually be the intro. The intro is just it's just bass and drums, and that's all you need. I think Even though I love bass, and I mean, I am a bassist myself, but just bass alone isn't enough for me to put this into X tier or probably not even S plus tier. So I think I'm gonna put this right between Splatak and Shelfie, personally. Something like this is probably quite fair, I'd say. So middle to high S tier is where I would put it. Rank this one based on how hard it is on Squid Beats. You have a playlist and you have no Splatoon 1 songs in it because you rather have 2 and 3 massively? Yeah, I mean, Blitzit is your absolute favorite Splatoon 2 song. I respect your opinion, Chris, but I'll be sad if you rank it low. Didn't you say the same thing about Undertow earlier? I think you did. Alright, next song. Don't Slip. Also, once again, what an awesome intro. Wet Floor are the masters of having interesting intros. This is, by the way, I think this is the first song that is not written in a 4/4 time signature. In case you didn't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, the bass again. Oh man, especially with headphones, you hear the bass so much better. And I love the bass so much. 7/4, baby, it is, yeah. Best part. To be honest, this also sounds more like a main theme than incoming, in my opinion. Imagine you hear this part when players are announced right before a tournament. Kind of works, in my opinion. So it definitely gets some plus points, some bonus points for being extremely creative. The use of an odd time signature outside of Sammaron is always appreciated. And what I especially like about this is that even though it's written in an odd time signature, I'd say it's not even noticeable that it's in an odd time signature. Because it's been written in such a clever way. The guitar goes in the background, but it's hard to hear. Yeah, I think the guitar is only on the right ear too. No, they are on both. They're playing different things though. Yeah, they're playing two different guitars or guitarists. So yeah, Don't Slip is a pretty banger in my opinion. I would probably put Don't Slip. Where do I put it? The intro of Incoming is pretty much, yeah, the intro of Incoming is good, but everything after the intro and Incoming feels like a filler to me, and that is not a good thing. And that's why I ranked it in C so far. And I'd say Don't Slip is probably here for me. High S plus tier. Is it X? Not really sure if it's X personally, but yeah. Did you see the music video animatic of this song? Potentially. Not entirely sure though. I think the reason you like Undertow so much is because of how different it sounds from all of the other Wet Floor songs. That's a good point actually. That's a good point. Did you know someone's making animations for a bunch of Splatoon songs? Yeah. I mean, the Splatoon community is really, really creative, to be honest. So creative. It's Wet Floor, so better than B. Do you agree with me? The next song is In Dolphin Search. Also, once again, a song that sounds more like a main theme than Incoming to me personally. I mean, like I said a couple of times, this is all just basically my opinion and how I think the songs fit to where they play and how creative they are. Also, how good they sound, obviously. I haven't talked about the audio quality itself at all yet. Also, once again, listen to the bass. This makes me want to pick up my bass, even though I don't know how to play this song in particular, but... This also one sounds so much like Super Paper Mario again. Take away the drums and this sounds like it could fit into Super Paper Mario. Middle A. What do you think? Middle A? I've got a middle A. The chords are so Splatoon sounding here, that's true. S plus. All the Wet Floor tracks have banging bass, but outside, incoming, tend to blur a bit together. To be honest, this to me just sounds like a better version of incoming. Like it's also a simple riff similar to how we had it in incoming. Also a very simple riff, but I think this is just better in every way. I will put this... That's a difficult one though. It's not on the same level than the other song. It's definitely under Don't Slip, I'd say. Yeah. I would probably put this in... Oh, that's difficult. Probably over Shelfie here. Middle S tier, I think. Should be alright. We've got 5 songs in S tier already. Remember how I put the first 3 songs all into S plus and... Yeah, opinions can change. I think this song is definitely one of their better songs. Or is it really? I think you already know, but you asked on the H2O video how to actually pronounce the name. Yeah, I mean, it makes an allusion to H2O, and I mean, I knew the word "whoa." I just always thought it's pronounced "war," war. Because I mean, I'm German, so blame me for that, I guess. Will you do lobby music? No, this is only multiplayer music from all the 3 games. No lobby music, no samurai music, no table turf whatsoever. No single player stuff either. This is solely the multiplayer stuff. Alright, next up we have Now or Never again, but the Splatoon 2 version. Incoming is C. I think Incoming is alright, but especially for a main theme, if you compare it to Splatech and Clickbait, it just doesn't have that main theme thingy. Yeah, the bass is once again, I mean, this is still Wet Floor, so obviously the bass is gonna be alright. Ah, stop. Will lobby... what did you say? Will lobby music be a separate video? I'd really enjoy it. Potentially, yeah. I wanted to make a video about all the lobby tracks for quite a while now, but haven't actually done so far. So yeah, it goes without saying that obviously this is not as good as the original Now or Never in my opinion, because it just can't really be... you can't top the original Now or Never, sadly, in quotation marks. But yeah, my honest opinion on this song, it doesn't give me those oh my fucking god, I only have 1 minute left, I need to hurry now vibes at all compared to the original, which is kind of a shame, but the drums especially. Listen to the drums again. Wrong song. It's overall, it's slower, if you notice. It's much slower. Boom, tum, boom, tum, boom, tum, boom, tum, boom, tum, boom, tum. It's pretty much... I'm with Metalhead there. It's either B or C to me too. It's just... Chris Ward. He did, yeah. And personally, I would probably put this below Incoming for now. I think. The only thing that's pretty good about this song is the bass. But everything else is just better in the original, in my opinion. So yeah. That's my main issue, Mac. It doesn't give you that, oh my god, I only have a minute left vibes at all. The original had super frantic, hectic drums and the vocals were yelling at you like crazy. just in good. Whereas this is kind of just played somewhere in the background. Or that's how it feels like to me, so... There's just not really much to it, personally, so I have to put this into C tier, I'm sorry. Alright, next up we have Shipwrecking. We're getting into controversial bands now. I know that the next few bands are all very controversial. Some people hate them, some people love them. The drums are so heavy, without being heavy. Here comes the debate war. Oh yeah, start fighting in chat now. Why does it sound like they're saying liberty, hemorrhage, harmony? There's so much going on though. Drums, bass, vocals, violin, guitars. Not sure if there are synths in that too. Maybe. I'm gonna listen to it again. I want to say one thing about this tune in particular. Up until this part where we're right now, I think this is an excellent piece of music. But there's this one part in this tune that kind of ruins it for me a little. And it's this. It's rhythmically interesting though. And at least it doesn't hurt my ears. So yeah, this is gonna be the first controversial one, but I think this is a pretty nice tune actually. Like, it has one part, but even only for a few seconds, where I think the vocals have just been mixed too loud. I think that's the main issue. I don't think that the vocal sound itself is bad by any means. It's just when the vocals and drums only part, this part starts, I think the vocals are just too loud. That is the only issue I have with the song. But other than that, I think this song is actually pretty solid. But it's not solid enough to put it into high tier, I'd say personally, so I will probably put it into low A personally. That's where I'd put it, at least for now. The more I think about it, I'm actually going to put it into B. I'm going to put it into B. Like, if this one part was a little different, I would easily see this in A or maybe even S, but or maybe even S plus, to be honest, because the mixing in those songs is really nice, and they're pretty creative too. I'm gonna put it into A again the more I think about it. I think this doesn't deserve B, to be honest. We'll see once we've listened to the other two songs. They got 3 songs, if I remember correctly. Yes, the next one is called Fins and Fiddles. This one has such an interesting rhythm. Such a frantic and crazy song. S for U, then C from Shanty in S plus, and then Fins and Fiddles is an X. It is not oversplit in Splat. I mean, the vocals are the same in this tune as in Shipwrecking. But, I mean, listen to them. They are way more quiet, and this is how they should be, I think. I still remember the very first time I heard this song. It was when I just played Splatoon 2 for the first time, and this song played on Manta Maria. And oh my goodness, this was such a good fit for the scenery. I was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna be a great soundtrack. Also, creativity-wise, I still think that Bottom Feeders is one of the most creative bands in Splatoon 2, probably even the most creative band. So I would personally put this over Shipwrecking. But where? You would go apeshit in 2 when they came on, though? It was like a sleeper cell. Finally caught up. It sounds like running things over with a really big car. To be honest, it kind of does. Like you're sitting in some giant tank kind of thing, and you're just rolling everything over. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, I think this is called pirate metal or something like that, right? But yeah, personally, why I like this, I don't think, once again, personally, it deserves a too high rank, even though I think it's pretty nice. I will probably put this into... Oh, where do I put this? That's actually not easy. I will actually put this... You know, the more I think about it, I'm going to change something in a moment. I'm going to put Fins and Fiddles below Ink Me Up, and I'm going to put Shipwrecking in B after all. I think that makes more sense. I think that just makes more sense to me personally. Fins and Fiddles, but cracking up. You could definitely rank this higher. But yeah, that's just a matter of taste. As you see, there's just not that much I can say about this tune, and that's a bit of a shame, I think. Wait, what? No? What? What did I do? Like, I like the band, but I don't think it's as good as Wet Floor or Squid Squad so far. So this should be alright, I think. Let's listen to the little final song from Bottom Feeders, which is called Seafoam Shanty. Once again, the intro was awesome. Splatoon 2 was really good at writing the computers. What? The computers. The composers for Splatoon 2 were really good at writing intros. Also, this song goes so hard for no reason. Also the bass, listen to the bass. They add little pizzicato parts for the fiddle, and I don't ever see the technique anywhere. It's so nice though. And now the song goes so hard for no reason, double time. Also, listen to the electric guitar, holy shit. This one sounds like running things over with an even bigger car. That's really nice, to be honest. So yeah, I think, personally, this is gonna be our third X rank for today. Like I said, I like the approach, the overall approach of this band. The other two have some stuff in it that just doesn't resonate with me that much, and this one goes so crazy. I would say this is there's barely any other song in all the three games that goes as hard as this. You might not notice it that much because the drums are a little, I'm gonna say laid back, even though that's not the right word, but for lack of a proper word. Usually in super hectic songs, it's the drums that you hear the most. And in this song, it's actually all the instruments. I mean, the fiddle goes completely crazy, the guitars go crazy, the guitar sound is amazing. The laugh in the middle is amazing. So this is just so freaking good. This deserves to be X. Personally, I don't think it's better than Rip Entry or Now or Never, though. So kind of depends. It really depends. You could also, in theory, interchange some of those songs here, also in S plus or S. You have one question. Why wasn't Ink Another Day and Turf Master on the Wet Floor track list? Oh, I mean, that's I don't really count song. Those are the victory and the victory song and the song that plays when you lose a match, right? I did not include them, to be honest. You need bottom feeders to come back for your own mental health. Yeah, but that song goes so hard, doesn't it? Seafoam Shanty. That's just so good. I mean, if you disagree, feel free to throw tomato emojis at me. All of that is just my opinion and how I feel about this stuff. If you've noticed about my videos, I assume that most of you in chat have watched at least one of my videos. I don't really talk that much about... While I do talk about chords and music theory, I don't talk about music notation whatsoever, because I think that's just boring and I don't even know how to do that myself, which is kind of funny when you're doing that full time. I always just prefer talking about the feel. And if a song feels right, it probably also is right and is good. Why are you throwing a tomato? What about Squid Sisters Now or Never? I think I accidentally may have skipped that. We will listen to that later then. You meant the drums are quiet. They are, yeah. Alright, next song is called Broken Coral by Ink Theory. The intro always makes me laugh. A super off-tuned piano that's intentionally playing wrong notes. Slap bass moment. the piano notes tick you off? Like in a good or in a bad way? I'm seeing so many X tiers. X. I'm surprised. So many Ink Theory fans. Ink Theory tends to be very controversial. I mean, so does Bottom Feeders. It's not bad, but it's for sure a B just because it's not really giving Battle Tune. It's giving Scooby-Doo Chase. This song is creative, but it also has even more stuff that bugs me personally than in Shipwrecking. Like, I know it's kind of cool. Having dissonances in your music is really cool, especially if you resolve them. But in this song, it kind of never happens. The brass reminds you of Yoko. I mean, Yoko is part of Ink Theory. So yeah, I assume you're probably going to hate me now, but this is one of my least favorite songs in the entire franchise. Like, the intro is creative. The intro is really creative and it sounds pretty nice. But let's be honest. I personally just don't like the song. I just don't like this. Like, it's not that bad, I'd say, but also, I will probably put it... I'm sorry. Viewers are probably dropping now, or people are throwing tomatoes at me, or attacking me. But this song is an easy C tier for me personally. I'm so sorry. I just don't like it. Do I prefer it over Incoming, though? I think I do, actually. The more I think about it. Don't worry, I respect your opinion. I mean, Splatoon, they have always tried to do like wacky and weird sounding stuff. They always have. They did so with High Tide Era, they did so with Wet Floor, they did so with the band we just listened to, and also with Ink Theory. But I just think they went a little too crazy with Ink Theory, personally. Your viewer count is actually the highest it's been the entire stream? Oh no. Oh no. Are you all calling your friends to harass me now? Nah, I'm just kidding. Not that bad, but understandable. Yeah, and the other thing is, does it really sound like a battle song? Not really. Oh my goodness, so many tomatoes. Alright, the next song is called Riptide Rupture. Also by Ink Theory. Is there a reason why Squid Sisters Now Never isn't on this? There is, and the reason is I forgot about it. I will add that later. Who threw the cucumber? There's such a distorted electric guitar on this. Do you hear that? There's a super deep, super distorted electric guitar on this song. Personally, I'd say it definitely sounds more like an actual battle song, more than the previous song. Riptide Rupture is Splatoon 2's Sucker Punch and Tentacle to the Metal. Yeah, the Yoshi gang. This is pretty much my opinion too. It's decent. It's not bad, but it's still... I don't like it more than most of the other songs we've listened to so far, so I will probably put this into low B tier personally. I don't think this deserves a C, to be honest. Oh, and I just want to mention, in case you've just joined the stream within the last like 30 minutes or something like that, just because I put something in C tier or B tier doesn't mean that it's bad or that I hate it or anything like that. None of the music, if we're being honest, you could also just put all of the music in X, S+, and maybe S tier. But I really want to make sure that I use all the different tiers available. So just because something is in C, it doesn't mean that I completely hate it and would never listen to it. I do. Even Ink Theory. Even Incoming, why not? Why are you still throwing stuff at me? Luigi Master is throwing cats at me. Is this a cat? You can drive a car over things to every song in Splatoon, technically. I guess. Alright, next song is Blitz It by Chirpy Chips again. We've known that band from Splatoon 1 already. Splatoon music is so good you can't compare it to other music without all of it being in X tier. Kinda, to be honest, but I mean, we're here to have a little bit of fun and discussion about the different music, so I'm not just going to put everything into X tier. I'm seeing almost exclusively X here. X and A. That's interesting. No, 1S plus. C. I respect your opinion. I also have your IP address. Yeah, so one little fun fact about this song. Did you know that this is the... If I'm not mistaken, this is the shortest multiplayer track in the entire series. And yeah, I agree. This song is pretty cool. But how cool is it, really? That guitar riff is actually super simple if you if you learn how to play it. This song is actually not difficult at all. This is your brother. Chirpy Chip sounds blurry. I think they kind of want to sound like that intentionally, the vocals especially. But yeah, I'd say this is probably... I'm not finding the song. Where's the song? Where is it? Where is it? Am I blind? I'm blind. I am just blind. They really blitzed it? Yeah. I would personally probably put this into low X tier personally. I think in Splatoon 2... let me think about it. Do I really put this into X tier though? Or do I put this into S? I mean, if I had the choice, do I listen to Blitz It? Ink or Sync? I'm probably... This song is pink, therefore it's an X. I think I'm gonna put it in X, but it's definitely very low X. I can tell that. Like, it could also be S plus. I think it's the best song by Chirpy Chips, so I give them that for sure. And also props to them for making a song that's actually super short. I think it's less than a minute. And you hear it a lot in Splatoon 2, and it never really annoyed me whatsoever. So before you all kill me with tomatoes, I think I'm going to leave this in low X for now, and we'll move on to the next song. Next song, I think they had another song, right? Yes, Wave Prism. Are you in chat, by the way, Wave Prism? I think I saw your name earlier. Crush, Ride or Fry, and Head Over Heels. Head Over Heels is one of my songs. Are the only songs you need. It's you, Wave Prism. It's a fun song. Similar vibes to Split and Splat, actually. But I think it's a little more interesting. We've graduated to knives. Are you throwing knives at me? This one is so cool. It's pretty cool, yeah. You can't provide an opinion on yourself? Yeah. Da 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 da. It's a catchy tune. I give them that. I don't think, personally, I don't think it deserves more than an A, personally. I would probably put it here, I think. Like, similar to Split and Splat, I think it's pretty nice. Also, hi Coben, and hi to everyone else who just joined. You can barely hear the drums or the guitars or the bass or vocals, while with Ink Theory, every instrument sounds perfectly clear. I mean, the mixing in Ink Theory is amazing, that's true. What is that, flip-flops? People are throwing knives at me again, at least S in your opinion? It's alright. I wanted to put it into high A, but if I could listen to Kraken Up or Hooked, or Ink Me Up, I think I would rather listen to them than to Wave Prism. It's a good song, and that's about it. It's not the kind of song that makes me go, haha, it's Wave Prism. It's more like, huh, it's Wave Prism again. If you know what I mean. Not necessarily in a bad way, but yeah. Oh, I'm getting stabbed by a Moai. By a Moai. Alright, how many songs do we still have left? We still have 2 entire bands to go through, I think, right? Yeah, this is Splatoon 2 had a lot of music. The next song is called... Wait, is this the next song? Yeah, the next song is called Seasick by Despair. By the way, earlier when we listened to Metalopod, this was the song that it was reminding me of. So much. Those are some of my favorite vocals in Splatoon 2, personally. Or, I mean, they also appeared in Splatoon 1, and they also appeared in Splatoon 3, so... at least in some way. The synths are so smooth, yeah. The synth is, by the way, Omnisphere. If you own Omnisphere, the synth is... I found that sample the other day. Also, did you listen to the drums here? This is probably the most straightforward guitar and the most straightforward bass we've listened to so far, but rhythmically it's really interesting. So yeah, it seems to be... Oh wow, I'm actually surprised how many of you would put this into B. I think this is an awesome song, actually. There's really just one thing about the song that bugs me a little. And it's missing a little bit of weight, if you know what I mean. A lot of Splatoon songs really have this weight that's driving you forward. This song is driving you forward too, but it feels a little thin. Thin is probably the best word. Where am I looking? I'm looking at this jar over there. It feels slightly thin, this song. But it's so nice. This chorus kind of part especially. So fast. I think those are... I don't even hear if those are 16th or 23rd notes in the play in the bass. It's The bass is completely going crazy. Everyone is saying B. You're gonna kill me again. You're all gonna kill me again. You're gonna kill me again, but this is one of my favorite tunes in Splatoon 2. I'm so sorry, the song is so awesome. Really, the only thing that could be improved, I think, is add a little bit more weight to it. Maybe make the drums a little bit better or something like that, but there's no way I'm gonna put that into B. I'm sorry. There's no way I'm putting that into B. I will personally actually put it into X because this song is so freaking amazing. It's just it's unique. It's very it's what I think the best way I want to put it. It's like Metalopod, but this time it actually does what it's supposed to. Metalopod or Metalopod was also really nice, but didn't push you forward as much as this song. This song really sounds like 300 people are running towards the enemies with knives in their hands. while shouting like crazy. This is one of the best songs in Splatoon 2 in my opinion. X for the win. That's just how it's... That's the wrong song. I wouldn't say that this is the wrong song. I mean... Get it? Are we throwing phones at me now? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that you're just describing your own server with that one. Well, that's kind of true. No, the thing I want to say is that sometimes I don't want to be controversial by intentionally. I really don't want to be controversial, but I just happen to have a different opinion on a lot of songs. We were still pretty... A bunch of people have gained superhuman strength and are throwing Mr. Grizz, yeah. I don't want to be controversial or anything, it's just... Music is a matter of opinion, always. You can't make a video about... No, it literally has the wrong name? What? You put kinetosis instead of seasick? Oh! I did not even notice. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I did not even notice that. Sorry. Want to make one of these tier lists? You can make one of those tier lists too, by the way. There's a link in the there's a link in the stream description. So if you want, you can just use this. I think the creator of this list is also in chat, or used to be in chat here. But yeah, there. You can just check out check the description. I'm slowly starting to get tired. You probably notice it. Let's move on. Kinetosis. The song is pretty much mostly bass, which I appreciate as a bassist. But yeah. You can feel that it's building up to something, right? Mahi Mahi vibes? Yeah, the bass is awesome. This is one of the catchiest parts in all songs in Splatoon 2, in my opinion. For some reason. Onion is only good with some garlic and olive oil. Are you cooking in chat now, or? You didn't really like the little intro thing, but you might listen properly. You're a bassist, can you slap? I do, of course. This is for sure an S+, though. The bass goes insane and the vocals are a good offset for how deep it is. Honestly, B tier at best. This pair as a whole is just super good in my opinion. And someone just said the opposite of what I said in chat. This pair as a whole isn't too good. I think this pair is one of the most creative bands in Splatoon 2. Personally. So I'm gonna agree with Spooks here, one of our mods. I will probably put this... where do I put this? Someone needs to bring in Gordon Ramsay, we need a chef. I'd say this is probably S+. Don't think it's better than any of those songs though, personally. Or is it? Maybe like this. The more I think about it, yeah. No, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with that. Story mode is battle track basically. Not really. It's pretty much the only, excluding Wet Floor. It's one of the only synth-heavy bands. Maybe it's the only synth-heavy band we've had so far. You have arrived after putting a roof on the shed you're building with your dad and your brother? Nice. Welcome to the stream. Hyper, what do you say about the tier list so far? In one word. Just one single word. Whoops. If you don't put it in X or S+, your opinion is wrong. Every song we go over makes you want to leave. I mean, you can leave later and actually make some music, because why not? Making music is awesome. But yeah. You can feel free to continue throwing stuff at me if you disagree. Our next song is... only a few to go. Chop Screwy by... I forgot what the band is called again. Sashimori. Based. Chris. Yeah. To be honest, that sums up my stream so far pretty well. Chris. There's something really odd about those vocals. Like, not shipwrecking kind of odd, but close, I'd say. You don't even know what this is? This is Chop Screwy by Sashimori, a multiplayer track from Splatoon 2. Did you miss Blitz? Mish? Did you miss Blitz it? Yes, you did. This party is so weird though. Not in a bad way. It's very creative. I give them that. But don't quite know where to put it. I think I will have to put Chop Screw. I think I can already spoil that I like the other song more. That violin is cooking? There was something like a violin in there. I don't know if it was a violin. But I would probably put this into high B tier personally. And seeing this here now, I think I'm gonna put Shipwrecking beneath Split and Splat from earlier. I think that's a little more fair. Like Chop Screwy is good. Is it better than some of the songs we've listened to so far? Wave Prism, Fins and Fiddles, Cracking Up? I would say no, personally. So I will leave it there for now. Murder? Might also be a viola. Often gets forgotten. People know about violins and cellos, but not about the in-between instrument. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Alright, our next song is called Entropical. The song that played during Splatoon 2 Update 4.0. I remember that. That was such a fun trailer. Blitzit is an ex, you a pro of the Tierlist? This upcoming part is awesome, by the way. So awesome. It was used in the trailer, but everyone forgot about it and liked the other one more. Not really. I think this one is definitely better. Or more interesting. I mean, this is one of those songs that really pumps you up, I'd say. The first half, maybe not that much, but the second half goes crazy. It goes so crazy. Right? This song single-handedly makes me want Sashimori in Splatoon 3. Nice. I want to listen to this wah-oh part again. Sashimori is definitely the most creative Splat band. It's creative. Most creative, I'd say, is probably still Bottom Feeders. Kind of depends, though. But yeah, this song is. Let's be honest, it's hard to dislike this song. I will for sure put it higher than Chop Screwy. Now, where is it? Where do I have it? Here it is. Entropical. Where exactly am I gonna put it, though? It's an awesome song. But I don't think I can put this into X personally. I think this is probably a high S+ tier. That's just what it feels like to me. Ink or Sync is more fun in a way to me. Feels more like Splatoon music, Splatoon vibes. May not be as creative as Entropical, so you could also interchange some of these, but I'm gonna put this into S+ personally. The most creative is already taken by Omega 3. That's kind of true, to be honest. Omega 3 is insane. So I will put it here and think I will leave it there. We still have a few songs left in Splatoon 2. From Splatoon 2. The next song is going to be Acid Hughes. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Sounds like running over things in a really fast car. Why are we running over things and killing stuff today? This is a low B. I wouldn't say that. Acid Hughes was your favorite off the hook song before you had the Octa expansion. Acid Hughes is the kind of... What I really like about the song is it builds up a part and you expect it to go somewhere and then it does something else though, but in a good way. Listen to the bass. Like, the arrangement is a little sparse and minimalist overall, but it fit perfectly into Splatoon 2. I don't think this song would fit that well into Splatoon 3 these days, but that's not what this tier list is about. Like, when I was talking about Splatoon 1 songs, I always had in mind how well they fit into Splatoon 1, not how well they fit into Splatoon 3 whatsoever. And in the case of Splatoon 2, I also had in mind, or in the back of my head, how well do they fit into Splatoon 2 and not into 1 or 3. So... personally, this is a really nice song in my opinion. Really, really nice song. But Off the Hook, I mean, Off the Hook is also my favorite idol band. Even though I don't really like what they've done in Splatoon 3 so far, but yeah, maybe they will do some better stuff in the future. But personally, I would actually put Acid Hughes... Ooh. Difficult one. That is actually a difficult one. It's not mid. I'm wondering if I should put it into S plus or X. That's actually what I'm wondering right now. Ikari is 330 times better than Off the Hook. I appreciate this compliment, but no. Where's Samaron? Yeah, we're not doing Samaron today. I love this song though. But, I mean, Ebb and Flow and Mug Warfare are still coming, so there's no way I can put this super duper high. I think I'm gonna put this into high S tier. I think that's kind of fair. Like I said, it wouldn't fit into Splatoon 3 anymore these days, but neither would High Tide Era, I'd say, or Wet Floor. And also not really Off the Hook, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna put this into S. That should be fair, I think. The next song is called Muck Warfare. I love this intro. This is, in my opinion, one of the weirdest sounding songs. One of the, if not the weirdest sounding Splatfest song. Yeah, ba 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 bum bum. Oh my goodness, we've already streamed for 2 hours and we're still in Splatoon 2. But we're almost done with Splatoon 2, so we're getting to Splatoon 3 shortly. Nothing lower than X. Best part incoming. I love this tremolo kind of effect. So awesome. Good luck, Chris. Oh, are you leaving? No way you put a Despair song in X-Rank there. Your least favorite band? I mean, that's fair. Tastes differ, thankfully. Imagine if everyone liked the same stuff. That would be insanely boring. But yeah, this song is pretty awesome. It's creative. The samples they've used are very... What is a good word to describe that? Bouncy and juicy, but still solid in a way. I think this is a pretty nice song. And I would probably put it... Where do I put it? To be honest, I would probably put it just above Acid Hues, personally. Everyone does, because every song is in 4/4 C major and 120 BPM. You got it, Spoops. This song is kind of dissonant. I mean, it's one of those intentionally weird songs, but I'd say not in a bad way. It's stanky. The ending part before it loops is weird. I kind of feel the opposite. The ending part with that tremolo voice thing is really nice, in my opinion. But yeah, Pearl was gargling water while singing. The chorus doesn't really do it for you. I mean, that's perfectly fair. You like Acid Hues more. I like them both. I mean, that's why they're right next to one another, but... yeah. I'm starting to notice one or two songs on my tier list so far that I might move a little lower or higher already, to be honest. But we're gonna wait until the end. Fucking bird is Spoops. Yes, that is Spoops. Alright, next song. Wait, here. Next song is... where is it? Ebb and Flow. Once again, we're off the hook. I have a strong opinion on this song. But let's listen to it first. Ebb and Flow is the best. Mid, demo better, easy X. Easy X. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Best. Da 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 da. I just love songs that are so melancholic and bittersweet like this song. This song sounds so much like you've just been on a huge party or something like that, and the party's over now. You're going home now, and you're filled with all these different emotions of happiness, but those emotions make you sad at the same time. It's like when you finally finish school, for example. You're like, finally, I'm out of this hell. But if you're still in school, you will actually become nostalgic again, sooner or later. At least to this degree. And that's how I feel like when I listen to Ebb and Flow. Let's listen to this chorus part again. Have a good stream and day. Oh yeah, howdy. Thank you. It sounds like driving through space in a really neon car. That's also an interesting way to put it. I just love songs that are happy, but they make you feel sad. That's pretty much what this song is. But not the kind of sad that makes you want to cry, but the kind of nostalgic and... yeah, nostalgic is probably the perfect word. So yeah, and if you're in my Discord server and you know me, you know exactly where I'm going to put this song. This is so far, by far, the best song we've listened to. I wish I was able to write music as good as that. I gotta admit that. Like, I'm pretty confident in my own music and in my own writing, but writing something like Ebb and Flow, that's something you only really do once or twice in your life, to be honest. And I still wish we could listen to this song in Splatoon 3, because let's just put it like that. It will be extremely hard to top Ebb and Flow. I think there are only 2 songs that I would even consider putting above Ebb and Flow, but we'll get to that soon. And by soon, I mean in a moment. Okay, those who know me, whenever people ask me, not on my YouTube channel whatsoever, but just in general, I remember I've been interviewed before, and they asked me for my favorite video game tunes of all time. And the one song I mentioned from all the 3 Splatoon games, or Splatoon 3 wasn't a thing back then, from the 2 Splatoon games back then, was Ebb and Flow, because I think it's just the best song in the series, to be honest. Or at least it's the best Splatfest song. The best Splatfest song, I'd say, but Ebb and Flow Splatoon 3 remix, I would do unholy things to get that. I need to discuss with the Splatoon sound designers where they came up with this. Me too, to be honest. Because one more thing I want to say about this is the song sounds quite simple, maybe, right? But oh my fucking god, this song is so complicated and complex. At least if you're a guitarist like me, it's so many upper chord extensions and inversions, and that's stuff you don't usually use that much when you're playing guitar. But yeah, Ebb and Flow is so far easiest number 1 for me personally. That means I also don't seem to have the Now or Never version of Off the Hook on this list here. So that means we're gonna continue with Splatoon 3 now. So far, we still don't have that many songs in C, B, and A. I might have to readjust stuff a little. I wanted them to look somewhat even. I don't just want to put everything into X or S+, obviously. I think I might need to move some of the songs a little lower eventually. But I might get some hate for this, but there are definitely a few more C-tier songs incoming. Splatoon 3 has some songs that I would put into X tier without pretty much thinking, but I can say the same thing about C tier. Alright, enough blah blah. Let's move on with the next song. Off the Hook Now or Never sucks. Yeah, the thing is, I've got Now or Never in X tier from the original game, and all the others are gonna be below that. I even put the Wet Floor one into C tier because I find it so. It's good musically, but doesn't really give me that. Oh my goodness, you have to hurry. You only have 1 minute left feeling. Not at all. Now or Never is just so freaking amazing. All right. I assume the next song is probably going to be Clickbait. I knew it. The next song is Clickbait. Oh, I still remember hearing this for the first time in the first trailer. When I heard this for the first time, I had mixed feelings actually, but they have changed. Nintendo may not know how to make a stable online connection, but they're gods at making game music. You have a point there, actually. C rank for Seaside? I can spoiler that there will be at least one Seaside song that I'm gonna put in C tier, yes, but it's not gonna be this one. One of the few songs where the final is better than the better. Listening to the rank version of Clickbait, I should be. Depends on this video. I know that it changes. I know that the ranked version is longer. So we're gonna listen a little longer. Also, I don't remember the last time I've had so many viewers on a stream. This is kind of amazing. More than 50 viewers on a stream is extremely rare for me. Yeah, this seems to be the Turf War version. I know that the rank version is a little longer, but we'll see in a moment now. Yeah, it is the shorter version. But yeah. While I'm overall not that much of a fan of Seaside, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is the best out of the three main themes. So obviously I'm going to put it higher up than Incoming, which I've put into C tier. And I'm also going to put it higher up than Splatak, which is currently in S tier. IS tier. I think Clickbait... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Clickbait. I prefer Clickbait over C6, Seafoam Shanty, and Blitz. Clickbait is, to me, a pretty solid X tier. It's like so good. Seaside is mid, Cinder. I kind of agree. I have to agree, sadly. A lot of the other songs are going to be put quite low, but Clickbait is fucking amazing in my opinion. It's so good. It is so good. It definitely fulfills its purpose as a main theme way more than Incoming. Incoming, for example, ever did. All right, the next song is going to be Paint Scraper. Chris swear jump scare. Yeah, happens sometimes. Chris said the F word on stream, call the internet police. Almost heavy metal. This is more heavy than heavy metal, I'd say. This also goes so hard for no reason. This reminds me so much of Seafoam Shanty, actually, in a way. Similar vibes overall. First analysis video reference. Oh yeah, you remember my very first video. That very first video of mine was pretty horrible, to be honest. Yeah, this gets a lot of bonus points for being one heck of a weird guitar riff. But such a good one. This is probably my second favorite Clickbait song, I'd say. I'm pretty sure about that, actually. So I will probably put this... It's not gonna get into X tier, though. I'm sorry. I will probably put this... Wow, where do I put this? That's actually a good question. Where do I put this? Where do I put this? Give me one moment. You know, thinking about it, I think I might actually also put this into X tier. Low X tier. Or do I? Like, I think it's their most creative song. It goes hard for no reason. Yeah, I'm not gonna put this into X. I think it's not gonna, not an X. I think I'm gonna put this into to S plus. I'd say probably that is a good spot. That is a good spot. In tropical, that is a good. I'm happy with that. That is a good spot. That is a good head hammer is not going to be X. I'm sorry, but we're not there yet. The next song, or is it the next song? I don't know. No, the next song is Splatak. Oh, do I even have that in the list here? I do. Good. Da, 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 da. Yeah, kind of same, Deranged Orange. I like the demo version more myself, actually. The demo version is really good, yeah. Also, that's always a nice part here, but I can already say that I can't rank this higher than the original, because the original is better in almost every way, in my opinion. I think that is one of the only things I prefer. The synths that are being used here are so creative. The synths... It's kind of funny. You love what the bass is doing here though? Same. The bass is also really nice. In that halftime section especially. That's pretty nice, but... Personally, there's no way I could ever put this above the original Splatak. The vocals are inferior in my opinion. It just doesn't sound as frantic, it doesn't hit you as much as the original. So... Easy action. Oh my... I mean, this seems to be one of the songs again where you are all gonna threaten me with knives and tomatoes again, but this is not... I don't really like this song, to be honest. You feel like this is the only the only song that is 100% X tier? No way, to be honest. I mean, feel free to hate me, but I would personally put this probably down here somewhere. It's just so forgettable compared to the original. What bugs you about this song is... Bestie, I'm sorry, but I mean, don't kill me. What bugs you about this song is that when you start a match, it's calm for like 10 seconds and it really annoys you. Seaside is the worst of the three main bands. I agree. I agree. Very much. We started with the two best songs, I think, but Splatak just doesn't really... Bye-bye, Mango? What? You know, what the fuck, you didn't expect that? Yeah. I mean, one thing that can be deceiving in music in general, I like to call this the pop music phenomenon, is that sometimes you get to hear songs that really sound amazing. The audio production, the production value is really, really high quality. Production-wise, this is so much better than the original. But I feel like as a result, it lacks a lot of the dirtiness, the grit that the original had. The original was so rough in a way, but in a good way. And this feels so extremely polished, which kind of doesn't make sense for this band, in my opinion. I don't really like it that much. I don't hate you, Chris. It's just that for some reason you really like it way more. I mean, that's fair. There are also people who think that Incoming is a great song, or who think that Clickbait or Ebb and Flow suck. I mean, it's music. Music is always subjective. The good thing about this, though, is it doesn't really annoy me. It doesn't annoy me at all. So And like I said at the beginning of the stream, just because something is in the lower half doesn't make it bad by any means. It's just that I prefer other songs, personally. All right. The next one is going to be Now or Never. It's rhythmically very different than the other two versions we've listened to so far. He said anything below X is bad. I did not say that. Two things I really like about this tune. It definitely starts to feel a little more like you actually have to hurry now and you only have 1 minute left. I didn't feel that at all in the Wet Floor version. But this is by no means better than the one in Splatoon 1. You know, the funny thing is I sound like some sort of nostalgic idiot who just says the original is the best. The funny thing is I didn't even play the original Splatoon that much. I think maybe like 50 hours or something like that. But Splatoon 1 Now or Never is significantly better. Significantly better. This song suffers from the same thing that Splatax suffers, I think. Production-wise, it's really good. But it kind of also doesn't really feel that special to me, personally. I will probably put this... I'm gonna make a little change because I've barely used C tier so far. I'm going to put Riptide Rupture into C now, Shipwrecking into C. I'm going to put Fins and Fiddles down by 1, like this. Need to make some adjustments, to be honest. To be honest, I'm gonna put Split and Splat also down there. And then I'm going to put Now or Never probably right next to Splatact. That kind of makes them. The thing is, high production value is awesome if the song itself is actually interesting. You have a very important question. Yes, let me know. What you find better about Splatoon 3 is the single-player soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I've made an entire stream about the single-player soundtrack back in January. Not sure if I feel the same about that these days, but probably mostly. Not sure if that is worth watching back, though, to be honest, but yeah. Music is objective. Incoming is X. You are biased and wrong. I'm revoking your funny squid music opinion rights. Yeah, now the thing is, music is always subjective. I mean, there's an entire German music genre that's called Schlager. So many people like that, and whenever I hear that, I just want to rip off my ears and flush them down the toilet. I hate that kind of music so much. Like, I always try to appreciate the good things about some songs, but some songs are just so terrible. This stream is C tier. I mean, this is all just... I'm happy with the list so far, to be honest. But I am not a Seaside fan at all. I think this band is pretty mid. Ich hasse Schlager, same. Exactly. So many people love it, and like I said, I want to rip my ears off and yell. That's just one example. You can't like everything, though. Rentnermusik. So my music, basically. Nah. Alright, the next song is going to be See Me Now. For some reason. I think we weren't done yet with Seaside, right? No, the next song is Headhammer. I'm sorry, I skipped something. Schlager sounds like another way to say penis or something. I find it funny that the first two opinions are X and C. You can never listen to the full version of Headhammer because someone always disconnects at the start of the match when this plays. I feel like that whenever Paint Scraper plays. I think for once we're actually pretty samey opinion-wise. I think... where is it? Headhammer. To be honest, I might even put it... Is it even B or is it C? The thing is, Headhammer is by far the most boring Seaside song in the entire game. Whenever that song plays, I'm just annoyed, and that is not a good thing. I forgot a word. That is not a good thing. To be honest, I think one of the main issues in general was that we didn't get any new music in the first 9 months, so we heard the same 6 or 7 songs over and over and over and over again. Some of them are still awesome. I think Clickbait is still amazing. Headhammer is just kind of there. Whenever your favorite song plays, someone disconnects. I mean, creativity-wise, this song has cowbells, and nothing else is creative about this song, personally. I mean, the Yoshi Gang, I think we have pretty different tastes in music, or we value different things in music, and this is the only time you will hate someone's music opinion. That's fair, to be honest. Did you hear the battle tracks? Yeah, I mean, the good thing is we have one song left from Seaside, and it's Triple Dip, and I'm not going to put this below Headhammer, because Triple Dip is actually one of the best ones, I think. And it's this one. How do you feel about the new HT Woe? We're gonna get to that in a moment. That was a nice fill. Shelfie is the catchiest song in the whole series. It's really catchy, that's true, yeah. You basically love everything except for Off the Hook and Ink Theory. That's alright. Do you think that this list might change drastically in the future? The funny thing is, had I made this list earlier, I think most of the Seaside songs would be higher up on the list. But the thing is, if you like it, or that might be a little bit of a hot take, but if you like a piece of music straight away, that's usually not a good sign, I think. Because that just means you're getting tired of it way earlier than some other songs. Usually, maybe you know that from some of the other bands that have been added, usually it's the songs that you feel a little indifferent about at first that eventually really grow on you for some reason, and those turn into your favorite songs. This song sounds like they're going, yeah, I'm not going to say that, over and over again. Headhammer is the catchiest song in the whole series. It's so boring though. Let's be honest. I mean, the halftime section is pretty alright, but it's just so predictable, and that's what I like so much about Splatoon music in general, is that it's not predictable at all. If you like music, it actually sucks. Nah. Yeah, like, it's all a matter of opinion. The thing is, I think Triple Dip is actually one of the greatest songs in Splatoon 3. From Seaside, at least. And I would probably... It was really good for the first update trailer. It was, but in my opinion, it just didn't really age that well. I also remember that I liked the Splatak remix, but... Oh, I'm not going to put Triple Dip into A. I'm actually going to put it into S+. Because I think Triple Dip is one of the best songs. I might even put it at the top of S+, to be honest. The thing about Seaside reminds me a whole lot. I mean, look at my list. Seasides reminds me a whole lot of Wet Floor. There are not that many songs that I feel indifferent about. It's mostly songs that I think are really, really nice, or songs that are just kind of forgettable. Like, I mean, obviously we're talking about Splatoon the entire time. None of these songs are bad whatsoever. I just think there are way more. In theory, sketchy, and you hate them. Yeah. Funny that you say that. Songs that are catchy are not necessarily good. We've talked about German Schlager earlier. That stuff is catchy as hell. And that's what makes it so dangerous. It's not a matter of opinion. This is actually a quiz, and and if you answer wrong, your Switch will blow up. Obviously, yeah, you're so true, bestie. I saw in one of your videos that you love See Me Now. I do. I assume that's going to be the next one. That's where it went. You used to hate Wet Floor? If you put 3 Seaside tunes that high, you can't say the band is mid. I mean, the other 3 songs are very low on my list. And high and low combined equals mid. Breaks my brain that the worst songs on the tier list are still way better than the average song in most. Yeah, that's true, to be honest. that is very true. That's also why, like I've said it a few times in this stream. If you've just joined, I want to say it again. Just because I've put something into C tier or B tier or A tier whatsoever doesn't mean that I dislike the songs. We're talking about Splatoon music. This entire channel is a mostly Splatoon music appreciation channel, so you don't really expect me to actively hate any of these songs, do you? The average Splatoon song is better than the average song in games with other songs. Oh yeah, I mean, Celeste and Undertale both have pretty awesome soundtracks, but they're both indie games, so it's a little unfair to compare that, to be honest. Seaside has the best electric guitar sounds. I can see that, to be honest. I think I kind of agree to that. I think I agree with that, yeah. They sound very full and very clean, though, at the same time. I mean, they are distorted, obviously, but they still sound clean, if that makes sense. Do you follow the band lore? Only roughly, I have to say. Only very roughly. But yeah, Splatoon music is awesome. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be here right now, right? Otherwise you wouldn't sit here watching some dude in a red shirt rank Splatoon music, I guess, right? Chris, what's your favorite things you find in music? You mean in general? Let me quickly think about that before we move on. I like it when I think I like what I like the most is when songs are predictable to a degree, but there's elements in there that you don't expect, but really creative and good sounding elements at the same time. And there are also specific chords. I have to admit, there are very specific chords that I just love them so much. Like if you know something about music theory, if you use music If you use a major 7 sharp 11 chord in your music, we might actually be friends. Maybe because I'm not a musician. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Headhammer by any means, but earlier on stream I said that one of the criteria of this entire tier list is also how predictable a song is, how creative I think a song is, and if it annoys me after a while, and that kind of goes for Headhammer, sadly, so that's why it's so low on the list. But yeah, his hair will blow up. All right, next song. Still have a bunch to go, but not that many, I think. I mean, I forgot they added 2 bands lately, so we do have a few more songs. See Me Now is the next one. Do you like weird chords? It's not about the chord shape, it's about when you use the chord shape. Like, just throwing an 11th chord somewhere in there can also sound terribly awful. It's all about the right context. Context is so important. D. I don't know what all those letters mean, but I must have used it at some point because we're friends. You've gone through all 5 stages of grief on Chris' opinion on Headhammer? That's fair, to be honest. I'm not the one you asked, but I generally like Japanese composers, jazzy stuff, minor key stuff. Same, to be honest. And funnily enough, the chorus section of Headhammer is one of the most commonly used chord progressions in Western music, actually. Maybe that's why I don't like it that much, because I just knew what was coming next. You don't like See Me Now? Oh my goodness. Please don't tell me we're gonna fight again. I'm seeing mostly X and S+. Whoops. Misclick. So yeah, I think this should also be not that difficult to put into the right tier for me personally. Feel free to hate on me again. You do you. But I would probably put this between Clickbait and Seasick. This song sounds like Squid Squad, but better. I don't want to say that this band is better than Squid Squad, but this song? Holy shit. That's what I have to say about this song. Holy F. Paint Scrapper is good. Yeah, I agree. Paint Scrapper is pretty good. Yes, X tier. Do we finally agree on something for once? I know someone said A and someone said C, I think, or D. We're fighting right now, immediately? Let's do it. That was pretty loud. All my fingers. What do you think about Mega Man music? I've only ever played Mega Man X and no other Mega Man game, so I don't really have that much of a profound opinion on Mega Man music, but Mega Man X has an insanely good soundtrack. Could you make a 3-Horn Circus Omega 3 remix? Can you see my to-do list? Or not my to-do list, but my ideas list. Look what it says at the top. It says 3-Horn Circus Omega 3 because I've been thinking about making that. I haven't actually started anything whatsoever, but it already sounds so much like it could fit into Salmon, doesn't it? Chris, you're making yourself a swear compilation? So yeah, this one is an X for me personally. Next one is Sandy Side Up. Where is it? I read it here. This is just This sounds rhythmically, this sounds exactly like Now or Never from Splatoon 1. Not exactly, but very, very close. And I think I mentioned it before, but this pair and Front Row and also Squid Squad, those are just my favorite kind of vocal sounds in the games. They just sound so fluffy. Fluffy? That's a weird word to describe vocals. But yeah. This is the most Splatoon 1 sounding song in Splatoon 3. I agree. Now or Never, but with different melody. I mean, it kinda is just that, to be honest. So yeah, as you might have guessed by now, I might even put this over See Me Now personally, to be honest. Okay, I seem to love this band, don't I? This is just such... I wish we had less Seaside songs and more Front Row songs, personally. It's so good, though. You're kind of dumb. You thought that Dreadringer was based off of those things that you store bread in. Chris is Mr. Grizz? I mean, the name is similar. Discord was born. I hear that too. Discord was born. Speaking of Discord was born, did you know that I have a Discord server? And if you're not in there already, I think most of you are already though, you can find a link to that in the description. Most of us here in chat are in there already. And if you aren't in there, you can play, you can make some friends, you can find players to build a team with or just hang out with. Da 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 da. 2 new Splatfest songs. All right. I can't believe I actually put an entire band completely into X tier. More Seaside, more Front Row. Bro's probably talking about the one made by Moolah. I mean, Moolah makes really good fake Splatoon songs, yeah. Yeah. Moolah mixtape. Makes insanely good music. You should check his music out. Okay, that's one thing that bugs me a little right now, I think. I think solely so that we have a little more space. This is only for space reasons. And people are gonna hate me for that, but I'm gonna put Blitzit into high S tier. And I'm gonna put Sucker Punch into this, and I'm gonna put Metalopod into A tier. Like all the low ranked songs, I put them 1 tier lower, just so that we have a little more space. And it doesn't really change their position. It doesn't change their position at all, to be honest. So, our next song is going to be... I think that was it with this band, right? The next song is... Oh yeah, the next song is... this. Whoops. You have angered the horde. So Blitzit is still X. Technically, no. Uh-oh. So far we've either had we've only had X at C so far. That's kind of funny because it's gonna land in one of those two. Spoops, you're probably going to kill me. Where do I put this? Yeah, I'm kind of with Kami here. I think the song is extremely annoying, personally. I don't know what it is, but I never really liked the song that much. But that's no excuse for putting it too extremely low, because it's definitely more creative than some of the songs I've put. To be honest, anything in C doesn't belong there. But I think I'm going to put this between Headhammer and Split Tag for now. Should I run away? Do you want to kill me now, or? Sorry, I just don't. It's kind of funny because I mean, look at this. Look at this tier list. I love Off the Hook, but I don't like them in Splatoon 3. Maybe because it's vocal heavy. I don't know. This song just whenever. I feel like this song plays in like 70% of all matches in Splatoon 3. You play 10 matches and this song plays in like 7 different matches. I hear the song all the time. It's just not my kind of music, I think. Like it's good, obviously. It's really good. Put those knives away. But yeah. Let's move on with the other song. Off the Hook is inferior to Damn Sucks? No. I mean, like I said, when talking about Off the Hook, I'm having Splatoon 2 in mind. When talking about Damn Sucks, I have Splatoon 3 in mind. And I think Damn Sucks would be a pretty decent band in Splatoon 2, but I don't think their music fits into Splatoon 3 personally. This song is much better though. What's your favorite real band? My favorite real band are the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And have been for like 20 years at least. Yeah, this song is awesome though. The bass is going crazy in this tune. And those yells. This would be better if the piano was more prominent. The funny thing is, if the piano was more prominent, this would be almost identical to High Tide Era style-wise. Very early today on stream, I compared compared High Tide Era with Damn Socks because I think they have pretty similar music actually. I mean, they sound completely different because there are different instruments in there and different vocals, but just stylistically, they do have some stuff in common. Pearl just yells. I think Splatoon 3 just needs more variety than just rock, punk, and rock again. Yeah, thankfully, Yoko and the Gold Bazookas and also H2 War. H2 War. No, H2 Woe managed to do that. But this is by far my least favorite band in Splatoon 3. I have to say, though, it's mainly because of the other song. I think Tentacle to the Metal is a decent song. And I will probably put it in between Metalopod and Kraken up. High 8 here, I think. Not gonna put it higher personally. H2 War, yeah. No! That's even worse, Deranged Orange. DC is very blended in inspiration genre, and then everything else just feels very samey. Kinda, right? I'm a huge fan of Off the Hook, and Off the Hook's music fits Splatoon 2 perfectly. But for some reason, it doesn't fit that well into Splatoon 3's hectic, frantic gameplay, at least in my opinion. It's also definitely an acquired taste. So it's Damn Socks is similar to Ink Theory and also Bottom Feeders. It's not something you hear for the first time and you think, oh, hey, this is awesome. You most likely think, and then it might grow on you, or it might not. It kind of depends. Don't make me laugh, everyone. You felt like Splatoon 3 had to go back to the punk after Splatoon 2 diverged a bit with the jazzy stuff. Yeah, there was next to no punk at all in Splatoon 2, right? The closest we've had to punk was actually Seafoam Shanty. With those very heavy electric guitars. Okay, next song is Skablam. I think this is the only band where I've looked at every single one of the songs so far. You currently don't like H2O, but you feel like it's one of those bands you like in a year. Could be, to be honest. Wait, Chris, what was the call and response thing called again? It's called call and response. Some melody or group of instruments does something and the other one pretty much responds. For example. This is way more fire than I first thought. I mean, I can see that, yeah. I did not like it that much when I first heard it, but if you're in my Discord server, you probably know that this is my favorite Splat band, probably, or one of my favorite Splat bands. But I think I wonder if people are gonna hate me again for where I'm gonna put this song. Also, we're gonna click pause. Grandpa, put it in X, please, old man. That's the thing, I'm not going to put this song into X. But I will put this song... I will put this here in high S+. Thinking about it though, there's one thing that's bugging me a little. I think I want to switch these two. Personally. Don't. Disgusting. The best part about Damn Socks is that it means no off the hook. And the best thing about Yoke and the Goldbazookas is that it means no more Ink Theory. Probably, yeah. I don't think we're gonna get more Ink Theory. That's true. It's slightly weaker than the other two. Let's listen to the next song. Yes, Redemption Arc possible? We will see. 3-Horn Circus. This song also goes so hard. All the Yoko and the Goldbazooka songs are so fast-paced. I think this is the slowest out of all of them, but still. I love this song so much. Horrible X tier. That's kind of funny. Jump challenge music. To be honest, there's no other song sounds more like it could fit the challenge mode than this song. I sometimes wonder if they wrote those songs specifically for the challenge mode, but then decided to use those songs for all of multiplayer, because Yoko and the Gold Bazookas sounds so goofy and weird, but in a good way. If you disagree, I'm in your walls. Yeah, it looped already, actually. It looped already. I just forgot to pause it. If you've been here like an hour earlier, when I put Ebb and Flow into highest X tier, I said there are only 2 songs that I think I could put higher than Ebb and Flow. Three-Horn Circus is one of them, because I think Three-Horn Circus, at least right now, could potentially be my favorite Splatoon 3 multiplayer track. But it's just, and before another thing Another thing I want to say is, when they initially revealed the band, Three-Horn Circus was by far my least favorite of the 3. And I mean it, by far. And for some reason it grew on me so much. It's just so awesome. I think I will put this here. Personally. Like, I think Ebb and Flow is peak Splatoon music for Splatoon 2. Rip Entry was peak multiplayer for Splatoon 2. And Three-Horn Circus is peak Splatoon 3 multiplayer music that doesn't have electric guitars. Not all the songs need electric guitars. I mean, I play electric guitar myself, and up until this band was introduced, I think there was an electric guitar in every single song. Even in the damn sock stuff, there were electric guitars. But yeah, Three-Horn Circus here. To be honest, the more I think about it, I think I might even put it above Rip Entry. Just because of how silly and stupid it is. I just love it so much. But Rip Entry, the thing about Rip Entry is it's extremely fun to actually play on bass and guitar. So I don't think I can put this higher than Rip Entry in this order, but I don't know. Nah, I'm just gonna do it. This is my tier list. Are you a Tele or a Strat boy? Apparently Strat. I actually had to look. I forgot for a moment. Yoko and the Gold Bazookas is the only Splatoon band that hasn't made a bad song. All the 3 songs are amazing. I agree. Spoiler for the next song, but I also like the 3rd song. The thing that I find so funny is I wasn't into swing, and I also wasn't into ska music before they introduced this band. And now I'm feeling the urge to write this kind of music myself, which is awesome. All those offbeat drum hits too, so awesome. You've never heard the song in multiplayer? That's what I would call bad luck, I think. Also, this song is insanely fast, by the way. The song doesn't get old at all, I agree. You already did write music like this. Oh! I forgot about that. If you haven't listened to that, let me actually plug one of my own things for a moment. For later. If you haven't listened to that yet. I made a Yoko and the Gold Bazooka remix. Where is it? Yeah, to be honest, this is just peak. This is just absolute peak. And I would be crazy to not put it also in X tier. And the thing is, I love them both so much, but Rockabilly Blues and... or Rockabilly? Probably Rockabilly, I don't quite know. 300 Circus, I love them both, but they are both so drastically different from one another that it kind of feels unfair to compare them. I think I have to put this in high X as well, though. We only have a few more songs left, by the way. Apparently 6 songs that are missing, but yeah, this is easy high X. This band is just so freaking amazing. There will be at least one more song in X, so I'm sorry, Seafoam Shanty. But I'm gonna have to, just so that it fits on screen, I'm gonna have to degrade you to S+. And sorry, Kinetosis, I'm gonna have to degrade you to S. We need that space. Yeah, but apart from that, I think I'm pretty happy so far. Only a few songs left. The next song is going to be one of my own, just because I want to show you that. Give me that moment. Because someone in chat reminded me of that. Come on. This is not going to be part of the tier list, obviously. But I actually tried to replicate the Yoko and the Gold Bazooka style before, and I remixed one of the Salmon Run tracks. So if you haven't listened to that yet, we're just going to do it together now, because why not? So, I hope you like it. Try to replicate their style as best as I could. This song is probably C tier. The song is probably U tier. This is my tier. Yeah, this is just a little moment of self-promotion because it's just because of someone in chat. It's Samurai music, yeah, it's the Lute Dirge, the Samurai tune, and I try to turn it into Yoko and the Gold Bazookas. Just because, why not? Self-tier, yeah. This makes you so happy? To be honest, I think that's exactly how I felt the first time I listened to ska music. It just makes you feel happy. You recognize the song though, do you? You need to make every band play this song. Solid B tier. Thanks. I mean, this is not going to be part of the tier list, obviously. And remember to hydrate, exactly. The fun thing is, I just spat at my mic. I wanted to make a second remix like frothy waters. Just haven't had the time and the motivation to do that. Yep. This entire song is in 4/4. The original is in 7/8 or 7/4, however you wanna call it. When will you rank the Splash 2 songs? That's probably not going to happen. Yeah, that was a little self-promotion moment. I hope you liked it. A lot of people liked it. Almost 11,000 views in almost 2 months. That is huge. That is crazy. So I must have done something right. Anyway, back to our tier list. We still have a few songs to go through. The next song will be Rip, Stop and Go. Chicken tier. I told you every song was in 4/4. Your fear of misnaming a streamer finally happened? Oh, what? Huh? The beginning of the verse sounds a lot like American Idiot by Green Day. S plus 50? Yeah, this is pretty much the wet floor of Splatoon 3. Hey homie, sorry I wasn't able to join earlier. Welcome to the stream. We're not quite done yet. We have like 6 songs left, I think. The chord progression is insane on this. I mean, my latest video, if you haven't watched it yet, is about Rip, Stop and Go actually, so go and watch it. But not now, because we still have this tier list to do. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about this. That is actually exactly how I feel about this song in particular. It doesn't sound like anything new Splatoon-wise, but the song is just solid. Not every song has to reinvent the wheel. Exactly, the song is really, really solid. Is it X tier? I would say no. Personally. Is it S plus tier? I would still say no. Probably. I think this is a very, very solid song. And I would probably put it between Acid Hues and Undertow. Following my gut feeling, that's where I would put it, I think. Mid S tier. Too late, I'm already leaving to watch the video. Put the song over Splatoon 2 gameplay and it would fit right in. Pretty much, though Wet Floor was a little more laid back than this. This is a little more fast-paced at least. And at least slightly more aggressive without being, you know, front row or seaside again. So yeah, I think this is just really solid music. Next song is gonna be Aquasonic. I haven't made a video about this song yet, but I might. This song reminds me so much of Sonic Adventure 1. I assume that most of you are probably too young to have played that game, but this sounds so much like a mixture of Sonic Adventure 1 and Wet Floor. The drummer went crazy in this tune. They absolutely did. And the bassist especially, my goodness. The bass is just... I need to learn how to play the song at some point. This entire middle section had me thinking of Sonic, specifically Sonic Adventure 1. Why are you laughing, Scoops? What happened? This song sounds like a slightly rougher Splatfest track? Best one? This song sounds so nostalgic, but it's a new song. Yeah, that's an interesting way to put it. Summery. Surf vibes. Too young for Sonic Adventure 1 makes me feel old. Sonic Adventure was, if I'm not mistaken, released in 1999, Spoops. I was 5 when that game came out. So yeah, I think the song is... At first I thought Rip Stop and Go is the better one of the two, but I think I like this one more personally. It also sounds a little bit like Mario Kart, you're actually true. C-, no. It's just such a fun tune, let's be honest, it's such a fun tune. How much space do we still have everywhere? Like 2 songs, X2, S plus 2S, roughly. I could also just zoom out and... Yeah. Okay, so this song gets a solid... Yeah, what does it get? That's a good question, actually. What does it get? Maybe here? I have the feeling, just a gut feeling, but if I were to make this tier list again in a few months, I will probably rank both these songs a little higher. I feel like especially Aquasonic is one of those songs that really has to grow on you a little first before you can truly appreciate it, how amazing it is. But yeah, what do you say about that placement? X rank, C, S? No, no. The song is so good though. Come on, this song is so good. X rank? I can see that being an X rank, but not so sure about that. I don't know. You know, you do have a point though, a little. I think I'm gonna put it a little higher. Because thinking about it, if I had the chance to hear Aquasonic or Ink or Sync or Blitz it even, honestly, or Triple Deep even, I'd probably rather listen to that. Maybe even like this. You have a point. I think having it like this should be fair. Bad song? There's nothing bad about this song. This song is insane. This is not the worst song. I mean, it's all just a matter of personal preference, of course. You thought this was worse than Rip Stop and Go, but it grew on you, and it's so good? Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about this one, too. And I felt the same about, for example, 3-Horn Circus, too. I also remember that I did not like Sandy Side Up the first time I heard it, and I mean, I put it in X rank now. Yeah, you see what I mean when it's one of those bands you hate right now, but you will love in a year? Hate is probably the wrong word, but yeah. Some music just takes a while to grow on you, and usually, not always, not even usually, but sometimes, if a song doesn't resonate with you after the first or second listen, that's a good thing. It can also mean that you're just not ready for this kind of music yet. That makes sense. Insanely bad? No. It's really, really good though. Alright, next song is going to be Fins in the Air. Or the other thing is, you can't like every song. And Splatoon especially, they try to introduce so many different kinds of music genres, and it's kind of impossible to like all of them the same, to be honest. Daniel M, I think I actually have to agree with you. Fins in the Air is better than Till Death Do Us Part. Goodbye and Running Away from the Knife. Nah, I mean, I'm not so sure about that yet, but Personally, all the Splatfest songs from Splatoon 3 land in a solid C. You're so tired of them. To be honest, I don't really blame you. I don't really blame you. Yeah, I mean, sorry everyone, but get your tomatoes ready. Get your tomatoes ready. Alright everyone, get your tomatoes ready. Fins in the Air is, in my opinion, solid, but I don't think it's extremely amazing. I think I prefer the Off the Hooks, Mug Warfare and Acid Hughes. Kind of, I think I like both of them a little more than Fins in the Air. Fins in the Air is still very solid though. You quite literally turn your TV off and listen to something else while playing during fest weekends. You're actually not the first person who said that. I've heard that from quite a few people so far. You'll allow it? I mean, it's impossible to make all of you. It's to make all of you happy. That sounds kind of weird. Before we move on, I'm gonna do this one more time, just because we need some more space up there. I'm allowing myself to put Seascape down into S tier, and both in Dolphin Surge and Shelfie down into A tier. Like, once again, just slightly rearranging stuff, because there is gonna come stuff that I think I still want to have in X or S plus tier. You personally wish they incorporated more traditional instruments in their battle music, like in Anarchy Rainbows. That's a fair point, to be honest. That's a very fair point. Have you rated Big Betrayal? Not yet. There are still a few songs missing. I assume the next one is gonna be Till Death Do Us Part. No in Dolphin Search. I'm sorry. It's not ranked lower, technically. I just need the space up here. Alright, next song. We're almost done, by the way. Let me at this point say again, if you're not in my Discord server yet, you can join my Discord server and find some people to splay? What? I keep saying that. Find some people to play Splatoon with, make some friends in there, just hang out with all of us. You will also get notified when I upload YouTube videos or announce anything related to music I've made, because I am a music composer for video games myself. I did not actually say that. I usually say that at the beginning of the video, but I assume that most of you who are here probably know that. So, yeah. The only good part of the Dolphin Search is the start. That's kind of fair. Splay, yeah. Play Splatoon, or just in short, splay. Let's splay. It's kind of so awesome. Join the server so we can beef real time over music. Oh yeah, do it. Do it now. The link to that is in the description. There are some other links in there too. I also have a band now, by the way. Oh, welcome to the stream, Ben. We're almost done. 3.5 hours of streaming. Making a Splatoon music tier list right now. I think we only have 3 songs left, if I'm not mistaken. We've pretty much listened to all the multiplayer tracks from Splatoon, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 3 so far, and a lot of people agree with me, some people hate me, some people want to kill me. That's just how it is. No way, you're a composer for video games? I know, I should probably say that at the beginning of more videos. Alright, the next song is going to be Till Death Do Us Part. It is a lot of music tracks. Splatoon has huge soundtracks. Splatoon after the tier list, I think it's gonna be a little too late for me to do another stream right after this one. But I do want to stream some Splatfest this weekend, potentially. You should say it midway through videos so people don't forget. To be honest, I probably should. I'm terribly bad at self-promoting. Promoting myself. I feel people are gonna hate me for this again, but yeah, let's wait until the song's over. What team are you? I was going for Team Big Man initially, but last minute decided to go for Team Fry instead. You think what makes you like his song more is based on how singable or catchy the melody is? That's a fair point, to be honest. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of X and S plus in chat. Get your tomatoes ready. The thing is, I've made a video about both this song and Fins in the Air, which I've put in low S here. And back then in January, I mean time really flies. Back in January, I really thought Fins in the Air was better than Till Death Do Us Part. Not so sure about that anymore. This song has really grown on me over the past few months. But most of this tune is pretty much just all the instruments playing the exact same melody together. Both the synths, the bass, and the drums are also playing a super, super basic groove. So for Splatoon standards, I actually think the song is actually quite boring. Like, it's obviously not a bad song. The Splatoon composers are extremely, extremely good at what they do. Way better than me, for example. But there's no way I could put this into X. There's also no way I could put this into S+, personally. I think I might just put this right next to Fins in the Air, to be honest. Unsubscribing. I mean, I've said it a few times already. Music is entirely subjective. And low S tier is not bad. Nothing in this tier list is horrible music, excluding maybe like, nah, not even excluding. That's not really anything that sounds objectively bad whatsoever on this entire list. What I've put into C tier here would probably be S+ tier in a lot of other games. That's how high quality the music in Splatoon is. You're crying? How many bomb rush do I need to take? Oh god. Alright. We're almost done. Next song is Big Betrayal. What are you saying about this song? Being subscribed to you is subjective. Oh yeah, someone said exactly my opinion in chat right now. Big man is hashtag Big man is innocent. This slaps hard. The second half does. Yeah, I agree. Someone in chat said exactly what I feel about this song. Don't know where that was. But yeah, I have pretty much the same opinion. I think the first half of the song sucks. But the second part is amazing. Like this entire part right here, right now is just... It's just the blues scale up and down while people are yelling over the music. But the second half is so fucking amazing that I don't think I could rank this too low personally. Like listen, everything from here forward is just amazing. This entire part here is so good, right? The good old flat 6 chord that I talk about in so many of my videos. That makes every song sound heroic, epic, or adventurous like this. It's just so good. Spoops, are you going to kill me again, or what's going on? I actually think the loop is quite creative. It's definitely very unusual, this kind of loop. Just going into halftime and some sort of distorted scream right before it loops, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, the more you listen to the song, the more you dislike the talking. I was hoping that the talking in the first half of the song was not going to be part of the actual song. Because, I mean, they released an entire music video, and I really thought it was just part of the video, but it seems to be part of the actual song, I assume. If that's not the case, I would probably give this S+ or X rank, but this first half is just so jarring. Thankfully, though, they kept the lyrics fairly quiet. Like, listen to the first half again. You can clearly hear them on the left ear. Now in the center. They're fairly quiet. So yeah, I think... I have such mixed feelings about this song. Like the second half is obviously the best thing they've written so far. But the first half, don't think I can put this any higher than maybe like low S+ at best. The official little man fills you with a sense of childlike whimsy. I love him so much. I saw that today too. That was pretty cool. You don't mind the arguing that much. Yeah, I mean, it's just... It would be nice if it would at least sound a little like, you know, like they're rapping or something like that, but it's pretty much just... over the entire first half, and that's just not it, I think. I don't know. Obviously, tastes differ. Thankfully, they differ. Imagine if everyone had the same opinion. That would be terrible. All right. That leaves us with just one major song left. And that song is called Liquid Sunshine. Oops. You've returned to say, Chris, watch out, we're not playing Splatoon right now. But welcome back. Top songs posted before disaster. Chris, watch out, is for all the knives. Oh yeah, there was a knife. That was close. Da, da 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 da. Da 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 da. I feel like whenever we're talking about the main bands of a game, or the Splatoon, or the Splatoon or Idle band, I completely disagree with chat most of the time. This song hits the same kind of strings inside of me that ebb and flow also hits. It's the kind of music that sounds happy, but it makes you feel the opposite. Like, it obviously doesn't make you cry whatsoever, but it's very nostalgic and bittersweet in a way. So if you ask me, at least in my opinion, this is the best Splatfest song we have on Splatoon 3 so far, which is kind of weird because when it first came out, I actually didn't really like it that much. I did not really like it that much, but it has grown me so... It has grown on me so much that I would definitely... where did I put it? Yeah, it fits very well with the battles. I think so too. At first I thought it might be a little too slow, maybe? A little too slow, especially given how fast Fins in the Air and Till Death's to Us Part were. But yeah, this is just... Major 7th and Major 9th chords just hit different, man. So I would probably put this here, roughly. Definitely X tier, that's pretty clear for me. This is an X tier for sure. Let me look at it again if there's anything I'm not happy with. There are maybe one or two things you could change, but I think overall, I think I'm gonna switch these two Splatfest songs here. But apart from that, I think I'm pretty happy. The thing is, I think it's without wanting to sound like a hater, but I think this is their only good song. Squid Sisters music is good. All of it is really good, but I think none of it is like really, really good until they wrote this song, and it's just exactly the kind of music that I love writing myself. Maybe that's why I'm a little biased and why I like it so much. But like I say the entire time, music is subjective. It's just so good. All right, is there anything on this list that you don't agree with, or that you think I need to be thrown rocks at for? Just let me know in chat. I'm just curious. Is there anything you completely dislike about this? It didn't do. It didn't do. Headhammer. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, but I don't think Headhammer is that amazing. The original Calamari Incantation isn't that good. The original Calamari Incantation is also one of those songs that had to grow on me first. I did not like it that much at first, but Split and Splat, definitely. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, since we have the space, we might as well... We could as well do something like this. No, Broken Coral has to stay down there. I think I'd still be fine with a list like this, maybe even like this, to be honest. Blitzer deserves X tier. It's a very solid song, but I don't think it's as good as anything that's in X tier right now, personally. But yeah, that was a very long stream. That was longer than I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be maybe like 3 hours max, but yeah, that is my Splatoon multiplayer tier list. Let me know if you're watching this video back right now on YouTube. Let me know what you and you actually watched this entire video for some reason. Let me know what you think about this tier list, or in the comments below. Or if you dislike it, just throw tomatoes at me. Why not? Do it. If you haven't already, I'm gonna put my Discord server in here again. If you want to chat with me and others who are here in chat, or if you want to find players who are into Splatoon players, or if you want to hang out with other people who are into art or music, you should. Another self-plug? Yes, because this is the end of the stream. This is the end of the stream. And for those who are still interested, I'm wondering if there's still one final thing I could share in here, actually. For those who are interested. If you're not, for those who want to leave now, it's just one more personal song I'd like to share here. But for those who want to leave right now, thanks so much for watching and for hanging out. I hope it was fun. I haven't made a tier list in almost 9 months, I think. The last time was in January, so this was a lot of fun. I was a little nervous at first, as usual, but that's just how it be. And for those who still want to stay for one little self-promotion thingy. For the first time in my life, I'm actually part of a band now with a good friend of mine, and we're writing music that is also partially, slightly inspired by Splatoon here and there. And I'd just like to show the 2 songs we've written so far. We're called Two Meeps. And I'm gonna put, while I'm listening to the music here, you can see it, right? While we're listening to the music, I will post some links for you to check out if you're interested. I mean, no pressure whatsoever, but we're writing music using nothing but live instruments, which is rare these days, but we really want to try that. I'm always playing guitars and bass in every song, and sometimes also vocal stuff. Two Meeps from Rick and Morty. Yeah, self-plug moment. Let me also plug our Spotify, maybe. If you use Spotify, would be awesome if you could add our music to your playlist. We are still a very new band, so we have no listeners, basically. This is Trois. It is her, yes. Oh yeah, the band consists of me and Tronix. You might know her from my Splash and Splash 2 albums. She was also part of the bands Hip Campus and Ikari. Yeah, it's midnight for me right now. Yeah, she also sang on Hip Campus and Ikari. No worries, Toad. All good. She's a very, very good singer, yes. You feel like you have heard this somewhere before? Maybe on a certain Discord server that gets early previews? Yes. Splash 2 is out, yes. It has been out for 3 months actually. I released it in June 23rd. Splash 2 is also on my YouTube channel, by the way, if you scroll a little. This hits hard, good job you too. Thank you so much. You want to make a video ranking every Splash 2 song? Do it, feel free to do that and tag me. I'd be interested in hearing that. This song is actually 5 minutes, yeah. The other song is only 3 minutes, but yes. I'm gonna spam our name again for those who are interested. This is our name. It's probably still quite hard to find us because we're completely unknown and we just started a few weeks ago, but I thought why not take this opportunity to show you this. 2 meeps, exactly. To be honest, it was just a matter of time. Banned for spam. It was just a matter of time until we would actually form a band, to be honest. I mean, I've hired her for Revita, or sub-hired, so to speak, for Revita, and then we worked together on Splash. Then we worked together on Splash 2. Now we're part of the Newgrounds audio deathmatch, and we are in the top 16 or something like that. X tier. I enjoyed that. Yeah, the ending, it just all exploded towards the end. So glad you like it. I'd love to show you the other song as well. In the other song, I'm actually the one singing, but Trois is singing the background vocals. Sounds like this. You're not into this type of music, but it sounds cool. Yeah, that's perfectly fair.
I don't want to be in a prison of my own making. I don't want to live here while the future is mine for the taking. These doors are heavy and they won't give way. What can I do before it only slips away?
Did it?
The window of this cell opens the sky of stars. They shimmer and shine, oh how beautiful they are. I want to take my place among those lights.
I sound different when I sing, that's kind of true, to be honest.
I can't hide and be afraid no more.
Chris isn't voice cracking? Yeah, true.
Me, there's an open door. I can't hide now. I can't run away.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Down these walls and let in the light of day. And sometimes my heart shall fall, my will shall falter. every thought is the raindrop upon
It's a bit awkward hearing you sing. I mean, I'm a musician, so, but yeah, I think I know what you mean, because I don't usually sing in my videos.
I shall be on my way.
I've never sung in any of my videos, I think.
This wall shall only fade to gray. 'Cause I can't hide and be afraid no more. In every heart that loves me, there's an open door. I can't hide.
Singing hi-hat.
I can't run away. I'll break down these walls and let in the light of day.
So yeah, one last time I'm gonna spam some of our links here. Check us out if you haven't already, or spread the word. Anything that helps. To be honest, it's so hard to get heard when you just start as a band. So anything helps. You don't have to buy anything. Just spread the word. And I'm proud of the guitar solo at the end that I wrote there. Or even better, to be honest, just check out our website.
Be with me, the wonders that you are.
You really like that, and I really appreciate that. All right, that was my little final bit of self-promotion before ending the stream. Just because, like I say, when you're just starting out as a musician or as a band and no one knows you, then no one will listen to you unless you actually talk about it. Amazing solo. Thank you so much. That solo, oh my god. You can probably hear that I'm a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. You're on the mailing list, so you get updates. Awesome. All right, so with all that being said, let me show you the tier list again. Thanks so much for being part of the stream. It was a lot of fun. I've actually been wanting to do that for months. I wanted to do this kind of stream months earlier, but then Yoko the Gold Bazookas was announced. Then in summer I didn't have that much time. And a few weeks ago I wanted to do it, and then they announced H2O. So I just had to wait until today. And I thought today was a nice day to finally do this tier list. And Chris, watch out for all the people coming to stab you tonight. Yeah, good stuff. Definitely spreading the word about 2 Meeps. Thanks. Also, an easy enough name to remember. It's just 2 and Meeps. If only this was on YouTube. It's not on YouTube yet. We're almost everywhere, but not on YouTube yet. It will happen, but we have planned to do something special for YouTube. That's all I'm going to say for now. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for hanging out, and this was a lot of fun. I'll see you either in a future video or a future stream, or in my Discord server. See you in 2 hours at Splatfest. Oh, Splatfest starts later. Yeah, I won't be streaming that tonight though. It's late for me. All right, where's the camera? I'm not even looking at the camera. Me. All right, have a good night, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.